Hi, everybody, and welcome back to a Dram Divided. My name is Frederick, and on this side, I got.
Emil.
Woo, woo! That's cool. So, Emil, please tell us what today is.
Well, today is a very exciting moment in time because we have to have the opportunity to learn from the apocalypse genius who is by my side, whose name is Frederick. I don't know what Shadow. I mean, sorry. Shadow will teach us how to survive the apocalypse in the whiskey world, and hopefully we can learn something from this and be ready for the rough times that are probably ahead.
Of course. So, Emil, what do you have in your glass?
Well, to start off tonight, I'm having a little bit of the Bushmill's Causeway series. I'm giving it another shot. We talked about it a few days ago, and hopefully it keeps improving.
Yeah.
And what about you?
Me? I'm drinking this. Balcones Texas Single Malt. So,
Yummy.
Yeah. So, cheers, man.
Cheers to that, and welcome to
Cheers.
everyone
Yeah.
who is here.
Yeah. That's good. Good stuff. So, yeah. So, we know Sandra is here. So, hi, Sandra.
Hi.
Hi. So, yeah, I mean, just before we get started here, just so people know, this is just for the fun of it, you know. My name is Shadow on this episode, so do not say anything else. You will entitle me to Shadow. And this is Shame. Okay? This turtle's name is Shame. Okay? So, yeah, also some useful information for everyone. In this episode, we're not trying to offend anyone at all. No big businesses, no nothing. We're just trying to have fun as we're doing it, hopefully. And we want you also who is watching this to share your journey, your story, your views on what we're talking about. If you have anything you want to say, comment section, or if you're in the live, please write in the live chat. Seriously. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the end of the world as we know it. Well, not really, because you know how would we have a drink if the world has ended? So. So no, this is doom, apocalypse. So, and I'm Shadow. So
I guess the first thing we have to do is establish like what's happened, man. Why has the world ended?
Why has the world ended?
I'm curious.
So, are you curious?
Please
Seriously?
tell us.
Yeah,
I have from the ancient tombs.
I have. This is what I found in the laboratory, in the science lab, deep beyond the bunker. So yeah. People, are you ready? With shame here, I will tell the story.
You are not ready.
No, you're not ready. Okay, people. All we wanted was to enjoy our whiskies, not having to fight for them. It all started with that series of brotherly and sisterly love. And 3 CGI dragons with mummy issues. And the British invasion beyond the wall. The Big D was running out of IDs, and the bottle flippers were running out of money due to all the very limited edition this show was trying to cash in on. But money is a sickness, and so is greed. And on that day, a union was born between the Big D and the Mouse. And so a new age began. The oceans were colored in darkness by a poison only known as E150. All the bottles on the shelves were taking over from the Mouse Company with their family Buy Me trademark. Who didn't want to own a bottle, a very limited bottle, just 2 billion bottle made, just of this one, of a mute Ginger Robin. No, mute Grave Robin Ginger. Yeah, you heard that right. On your label, basically. I will not tell you what movie it is. So yeah, a mute Grave Robin Ginger. It is said that before the world fall apart, whiskey was meant to be drank and shared. But we only now know one thing. Buy them if you want to see your loved ones again. So yeah, that was how the end started. But we're still here. Shadow is here with shame. And yeah, that's it, Emil. That is how the word has ended. According to the ancient one, the old ones.
Yeah. Good luck that you found that one. That story.
Yeah.
Very convenient for this episode.
Yeah. Do we have anyone? Life shame entrance? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we may not share that story.
Yeah, it's an expensive taste.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, that was that. Bye everyone. See you next time. No, seriously. Now we're gonna do something else about this here whole thing, because there was once upon a time, a year ago or 2 years ago, no, before the year 2020. There was a time when people did not movies, but whiskey reviews about the apocalypse. What whiskeys would I like to have in the apocalypse? And we thought, why don't we do that as well, but with a little our own creation, our own recreations of it, so to say. So what we're having here, we're going to talk about are 3 categories of whiskey, right, Emil?
Sure. Yeah. First of all, hi Multi-Mission. Welcome to the
hi Menno.
Welcome to the live. He's asking you. He's calling you a roadie for Steel Panther. I think that's pretty appropriate. He calls me fancy, and I have to say that's because it's Fancy Fridays for me.
Yeah.
Even though we're in the apocalypse, we have to keep our principles alive.
And my name is Shadow, Menno. My name is Shadow.
I don't know who he's calling a roadie for Steel Panther then. Yeah. Who is this Frederick person?
Yeah, who is he?
Sounds like a loser.
Yeah, a fraud, a phony. No, so we have 3 categories that we're gonna go through, and when we go through them, please share what whiskeys would you choose in these categories that we're choosing, these 3 apocalyptic ones.
They're pretty vague, so there's a lot of room for interpretation.
Yeah,
in each category, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
So the first category is.
Yeah, I can start. The first one is your survival whiskey. This is the whiskey you will have on you that keeps you alive through the harsh times of these harsh environments you're suffering from. May it be the people, may it be the food, or may it just be, I don't know, whatever happens, mutated bugs or whatever taking over the world. So so we have chosen, at least I've chosen 2 whiskeys that will be my whiskeys that I will always have on me if there would be an apocalypse. And like we said before, please write yours if you would have ones. Oh, sorry, Shame. His name is Shame, by the way, Menno, if you're wondering. So I have 2 whiskeys here. The first one I'm choosing is because I think it's a steal for what you're buying for. It's a little bit more expensive than some other core range whiskeys, but I still think it's worth every money you're paying for. And I also think this whiskey would keep me safe during those harsh times. Really safe, because I could drink this whiskey all the time if I want to, because that's how good I think this is. So that was one of the reasons why I have chosen these 2 whiskeys, because these are whiskeys that I can always drink and always come back to and enjoy a lot. So yeah, good boy. So
very exciting.
Yeah, we're exciting. So my first pick is actually Edward Hour 12-year-old. Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, this is to me an amazing whiskey. Edward Hour 12, just amazing. So that would keep me through a lot of shit happening in the end of times. So yeah, should I take my second one as well?
I just have a one. Yeah, you can go. Let's say hi to Greg. Welcome, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
He's finishing dinner, but I hear you guys. Yeah, you're
Don't
very
eat my
welcome. I have to say, you have said hi to someone called Frederick. He is not here.
No.
He left us during the apocalypse.
You see this name here?
I don't think he sees it because he's finishing dinner. But
Okay.
Frederick vanished in the apocalypse, and here in his place is Shadow.
Yeah, because that is the most coolest name you can have. You know, Shadow.
Absolutely.
Not
Definitely.
generic at all, I don't think.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, my second bottle is not a whiskey. It is more pricey, of course, than the Edward Hour 12-year-old that I chose my first one. But it's fucking amazing whiskey. Seriously, this is a steal as well because it's a higher age statement whiskey from another distillery, Scottish as well, and it is just amazing. And I could drink this all the time. Basically, it's not that expensive if you compare it to other higher age statement whiskies from other distilleries in that core range. And yeah, it's this one, the Anak 24-year-old. So yeah, those who have tasted this one knows what I'm talking about. This is a really amazing whiskey, and it would keep me safe during the end of times, basically. Especially when there's so harsh times, you know, that I really need the comfort of a whiskey. And my shame here.
Does shame get a taste as well?
No.
No.
It's a turtle.
True.
So
I see Menno said he might opt for the Ben Nevis 10 or the Bunnahabben, and I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that.
is that the yeah? Let's see here. Shadow is the main character in it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Shadow is in. American God. So yeah, Emil, can you please share yours?
Yeah, and the way I've been approaching this is like I've because we talked a bit before, and you've shared your picks with me, and I have had my thoughts. I don't have like picks because I couldn't sort it out really.
No.
But I have some considerations I have made. Sassy says maybe an Octomort keeps on distance. What might be a thing worth considering if you think about survival in the sense that you want to keep other people at bay. Definitely Octomore or something like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was thinking along the lines of like, and I told you this earlier, like Lagavulin 16 or Springbank 10-year-old or something along those lines that is very popular that I could like find while looting abandoned homes or something. I don't know if there are a lot of Edward R12 or Anok bottles lying around. So are you worried about that in this future apocalyptic world you have found yourself in?
I have my secret stash in my secret lair.
Cool. That's good. So other than that, I don't really have anything to object to. I think you've made some good choices. So you've basically gone for like the best whiskey you could think of that's not outrageously rare.
Definitely.
Sounds pretty wise.
I mean, you took some good choices as well. Springbank and Lagavulin. I mean, a lot of people like the Lagavulin 16-year-old, actually.
Yeah. So I think that would be lying around a lot.
I like Menno's comment there. I just want to highlight that one.
That is good.
Yeah.
The people in chat are way better at this than you, Shadow, I have to say.
They are? Yeah, but I mean, I haven't even started yet. Seriously.
True. But I mean, you have some you have to keep up with them. They're thinking about killing people. You're just thinking about drinking the whiskey.
It is what our priorities are.
You have to expand your mind. Yeah.
I think Menno is going for the fear factor here.
Yeah, I hope so.
So that's good.
And that might be wise. Yeah. Maybe something.
Good.
Yeah, but then maybe you should just get like a Strorum or something and say fuck it.
Yeah,
not a whiskey, but still.
I mean, like Menno says, a barrel-proof bourbon does the job, taking out zombies and people you don't like.
Yeah,
sounds really horrible. So I mean, people, please write what will you use as your survival whiskey in the apocalypse.
Earlier on, I opened a stunning bottle for those who didn't see my post on Twitter.
Yeah.
Can you guess what it was by my notes? Tamed but strong oak, sweet spices, crazy fruitiness, yummy vanilla.
Glen Scotia double cask,
Double
maybe?
cask. Just playing a lot of Left 4 Dead back in the... Yeah, that's good. Good practice.
Just play a lot of Multi. Oh, is Multi leaving us, or is just playing Left 4 Dead? Nice.
No, he said that's the reason why he thought of the Molotov cocktails, I think.
Yeah. Good choice.
Yeah. So do you want to...
yeah.
Do you want
Greg
to move on?
Greg says no. No. Damn it. Well, we have to find that out later on, or if Greg would like to spoil us the news.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank as well.
Crazy fruitiness. Yummy vanilla.
Could have been an Anarch 24-year-old.
Could be.
Yeah. But cheers, everyone, for being in the chat. What are you guys drinking tonight, by the way?
Cheers, welcome, and yeah, good evening to you all.
Yeah. Or good morning, maybe.
Thank you for joining us anyway.
Yeah. We really appreciate it. Yeah, so the second category we have here is the whiskeys we have for... Sorry, Shame. There we go. The whiskeys that we have that you can either, bargain with or trade with, or I guess they're the same word, or just use as some kind of thing just to get past certain objects, get through a certain town, all kind of stuff. Going through a 10-year-old, nice. So with this one here, I thought, unfortunately, here I'm gonna be a little bit rough. So we're gonna start with the first one because let's say it like this: I really need that maybe shotgun or Molotov cocktail because I don't want to use my whiskey menu for that. So what do? Well, I have a whiskey here that I really do want to get rid of in my collection. So why not save that for the end of times, actually? So let's see if I don't knock out any bottles as I'm doing this. I probably am. Give a shit. Oh, here we go. It will be this one.
Dun,
Highland Park Fire Edition. Yeah, I love it so much that I would actually save it for the end of times to have it, to exchange it for something else. Maybe food, maybe, And I will sell this as the following. You can have this next to your mutated poly, what do we call it? Poly Rogers or whatever. Whatever. You can have it with them, and dried, dried worms, whatever. It works really fine. So yeah.
Smart.
I would say, yeah.
Menno says anything Macallan. He doesn't like it, and it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah,
true.
Definitely. That's good. So I would use this one because I don't like it.
Yeah.
So
basically the same reasoning as.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And that whiskey is not my favorite, as you might have understand.
Yeah.
So
you might say it's the local barley of your whiskey collection.
Yeah, it is, but someone might get offended by that.
Maybe. But yeah.
Yeah. So
do you have another one to share?
Yeah, I have another one actually. And someone has already brought something up here with it doesn't that I thought was very funny because this is actually something I can use to sell, not just as whiskey, but as a weapon as well, As someone said here, you can actually make sure that there's no crowd near you when you're having this one. It's an Octomore. Yeah. An Octomore is an 8.3, but it doesn't matter. They are quite good at doing crowd control with, if you want to get people rid of people. And they're also really good, just to sell during the apocalypse. Seriously. It's really good at selling as a whiskey.
Very good choices.
Yeah.
I think.
But no, I think this one is good to sell or you trade with just to get something that you can actually survive with, That's actually good in my view.
My first thoughts were like, at first I was thinking along the same lines as I was thinking during the for the survival whiskey one, where it was like a good whiskey that's easy to find, so you can have a lot of them to use for bartering. So my answers would have been probably the same, but maybe like the most cheap one, like the most popular, like the Jameson, the famous grouse. But then I reconsidered and I listened to what you said, and I thought the Bushmill, the one I'm having in my glass, the Bushmill Causeway.
Yeah.
Because I believe this was a Sweden exclusive, right?
Which one? The Causeway? Yeah, that was a Swedish exclusive. Yeah.
So I mean, that's pretty rare. The apocalypse will be global, so maybe I could get some good value out of that. And it's not the best whiskey I've had, especially not for the money. Not as expensive as the ones you picked, but still. But yeah, another one that crossed my mind was the one we discussed in the Dram to the Remember video, the 42-year-old Macallan. At that one. I think I could have gotten a lot of useful stuff for that one.
Yeah, it was a good thing. It was just a Dram we tried.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good. I mean, I will have to say that Causeway from the Irish distiller Bushmill has been really disappointing so far. I know you're trying to give it more chances, trying to prove it's wrong. I'm also still convinced that it might get better as it gets to breed in a bottle. Hi, Carl. My name is not Frederick, Carl. I'm Shadow.
Frederick sadly left us during the apocalypse. Yeah. We have Shadow with us in his place.
Yeah. And Shame, my turtle.
Shadow and Shame.
Yeah.
I like the seaman and swallow this stream.
Okay.
You haven't seen South Park?
Oh, yeah, but I don't remember that one.
The aquatic superhero called Seaman.
Ah. Yeah. Seaman.
And his sidekick was a bird named Swallow.
Yeah. Seaman Swallow. That was funny. Yeah.
It was.
Hi, Jesper. We have Jesper here as well. Yeah. Welcome.
Mezcal.
Yeah.
Okay. The chat is taking off. They're discussing Greg's. What's Greg's drinking, I think?
Yeah, it's not whiskey, apparently. Is it brandy or Armagnac?
I think Menno already guessed that. Cognac.
Okay.
Calvados. I have no idea. A rum.
No idea.
Maybe a rum.
Oh, interesting.
62%. Yeah, it might be a Ron Esclavo or something.
Oh, who knows? So yeah. So should we get into the last category, and after that, I think we can just drink and talk with chat, like a live stream.
Yeah. No need to be sorry, Greg. It's fine. Keep it interesting. Yeah, go to the last category, my man.
Yeah,
Shadow,
the last
please.
category.
We're dying with curiosity.
They're all dying of curiosity, all 5 of them.
We need to learn. Bingo.
Yes.
Ron Esclavo. I got it right.
What? Emil had right? Seriously? Good job, Emil. So, Greg, I think he deserves something for this. A standing ovation. That's good, Emil. Good. So, yeah, the last category we have. So, we had the survival whiskey. We had... it was a rum. Yeah, Foursquare. It's supposed to be really good, by the way. I not tried them.
Cool.
So we had a survival whiskey. We had the one you can trade a bargain with. Now we come to the last one. And this last one is also, we want you to write in the comment section as well what you would choose for whiskey for this. But this is the whiskey that the ancient ones did, the old ones. This is the whiskey that when the new world starts again, rising from the ashes. These are whiskeys that no longer will be able to make. But you might tell the stories because you have tried these whiskeys, or have these whiskeys in your collection. And yeah, Shadow here has some whiskeys here he wants to talk about that he thinks are really good. But still, they're not that, ridiculously overpriced or anything like that, or really hard to get. They might be hard to get now, but you can still find them like their mark, maybe not too much price if you want to. So my first one is a whiskey that I know you really like, Emil.
I think everybody knows I really like this one.
This was a whiskey that came out 2000, was it 18? I think it was 2018 when it came out. This distiller was still a little bit getting noticed, maybe a lot due to Aquavita. So yeah,
maybe we should let it sit for a minute and let the people in the chat guess what you have chosen based on those clues, because I think a lot of people will get it right.
Yeah, if you can get at least the distillery right, that would be great. Yeah. But it was Whiskey, came out 2018. Aquavita has talked a lot about that distillery. Yeah, quite a good hint.
2008.
So, 18.
Yeah, 2018. Yeah,
18, yeah.
Right.
No. So yeah. So
Karen 8. Sorry, Greg.
No.
I had that one in mind for this. This category, though.
You guys will make shame. We're happy. Glengyle. That's Kilkerran. No, Greg. Anyone else thinks they know? I think the bottle came out 2018, and
the third category is the whiskey you sacrifice to the ancient ones.
Yeah, or the one you tell the stories of to new people that would never will know it else.
The legendary ones.
The legendary ones. Yeah.
Deanston 12, no, but
I would say this. I would say I just said a distillery first because it's going to be really hard for anyone else to guess. So Jesper was actually right on the distillery. It's Deanston. Yeah, it's a Deanston. And it's a cask strength Deanston. Yeah. It is amazing. It was actually quite cheap when it came. I think like 60 euros here in Sweden. It was just amazing for the value of what you got in it. I know some people are divided due to what it's matured in, but still, I think it's an amazing whiskey. I'm really sad I didn't buy anything more of it. You're sad because you opened yours without knowing.
I am more sad than you are.
Yeah. So it will be this one, the Deanston. The 2008 Bordeaux red wine cask matured. Yeah.
Mwah.
This one is amazing. It's just amazing. Seriously, it's really good whiskey. So this is a whiskey that I would definitely share with people if this would be,
Carl got it exactly right.
Yeah.
And Greg eventually. Yeah. Good job, guys.
Yeah, good job. So that's the whiskey that I would choose as tell the stories of the ancient ones, because that was a really good whiskey. That was really affordable for when it came out. I think a lot of people missed it, unfortunately. And some people didn't miss it, but didn't buy enough bottles of it. So this is a whiskey that I would definitely tell people at the end of the word, that this was a great whiskey that the ancient one brought down from the heavens to us to drink. Dukes of Theatrical. It's a part of our education.
Yeah.
So that was the first one. Should I do my second one as well? The last one?
Please do.
Yeah. This whiskey, though. You have an open bottle of that, Manu? Emil is soon gonna look up where you live, so he can.
Watch out, Manu. Watch out.
Yeah, watch out. Don't tell anyone that you have a bottle of that. Emil is gonna find you, and he will find you. Yeah, no, Greg, you talked about that Paul Curtado. So, the next one, for the ancient ones as well, is a whiskey that I would say this whiskey actually made me fall in love, or at least want to try this cask maturation or finish, because I never really liked it before. So if you can actually guess what kind of thing it was finished in, this whiskey first, you're really good. It was finished in something I do not like, usually. It makes shame here very sad when I talk about it.
I think I've actually forgotten. You showed me earlier, but
yeah, I know. So everyone here can actually get what kind of cask finish it has. You'll be on right track.
I'm trying so hard to remember. My memory is so
but you're not
bad.
gonna.
Oh my God.
You're not gonna. So much happened during the apocalypse. I mean, you're traumatized.
That's true. That's true. A rum cask, says Jesper.
Yes, no, Jesper, but you would be right there. If I do not like that rum casks that much, unfortunately.
There it goes, Carl. Now I remember.
Glen Port Cask. Yeah, you're really right, man. That's this one, the festival edition. The 14-year-old peated Glen Tawny Port. Yeah, you're
Really
right.
good. That's
This
really
is,
good.
Festival
Mm.
2019, right, Greg? It was just no 2020. It was, I think. Yeah, 2021, Greg. Yeah, yeah. We all want to forget 2020 ever happened. Yeah. So yeah, no, that whiskey I would definitely highlight because it was a piece of art basically. That's what it was. I never thought I would fall in love with something that had port finish in it. Yeah, yes, great. The 2021, just amazing. So at the end of times, when people are building up a society, I'll tell the story very happily and fondly on a bonfire with people sitting there across watching me with my old beard and with shame here, telling that
by your
story
side.
of Glen Scotia, the Capital Malt Festival 2020 peated Tawny Port finish.
And that's the
Amazing.
model we use to build the new society, the new world.
Yes, we will rise from the ashes. So yeah,
And it'll all taste like Octomore.
No, we use Octomore as a way to silence the people who do not like us in this new society of ours. And if they're not being friendly to me, I will use the Highland Park Fire Edition and force them to drink it.
Oh my god.
That would be
Shadow,
a punishment.
please.
Yeah,
Calm down.
the cruelty against humanity. Oh, the
Spring
humanity.
back
So, Emil.
casting.
Yeah.
Always good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I like your reasoning, Menno.
Yeah, very good. Anyone else had a suggestion? And Emil, please share your.
Yeah, and I think I also went for the Deanston 9-year-old, probably. As I said, I didn't really come down on any particular options here. I had general thoughts. The Bunresh 17-year-old Solstice, heavily peated. Yeah.
Not tried it, but heard it's really good.
Never heard of it, actually. Sounds interesting. So, yeah, basically, I agree with you. I thought of the Kilcairn 8-year-old or something along those lines. One that I think, and we haven't really talked about this one, and the Springbank, the most expensive whiskey I've ever bought, the Springbank 15-year-old Rumwood, is actually, I really liked it. From what I can remember, I only drank it once from one of your bottles because I haven't opened mine.
No,
but I think that's, if I remember correctly, I really liked it.
You did.
I am a fan of the rum casks and the rum. So probably those.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and
that's shame.
Shadow. That's shame, Greg.
Yeah.
This is shame. This is shame. He's a turtle, but he's known as shame. He just looks really creepy. There's another word I could use, but I know YouTube is gonna pick this video off if I say it. But just I say it, he looks really creepy when I'm like this.
It truly does.
Yeah. But still, there's some good shootouts, I mean, because I remember when we bought that one whiskey, that the Rumwood, when you ordered to me as well, So I remember you were like, "Oh, should I bought another one?"
Yeah. Thank you for the tip, Greg. Some indie Bushmills, he says.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that, but at the same time, I don't really regret it because it's a lot of money for me. So I'm pretty comfortable having mine and waiting for a good opportunity to open it. Last year's 17-year-old Madeira Wood was even better in my opinion. Cool.
That's the one that's gonna be.
I think there's, there's a Madeira Wood coming, right?
There is. Oh my god! Well, let's not talk about next month, please. It's just gonna be. It's the end of the word for my pockets, basically my wallet.
The apocalypse has come for our wallet.
Yeah, next month it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So people, please share your thoughts on all the criteria or the scenarios we did. If you're watching this on replay, you can also write in the comments on the video. We're gonna keep on going. As Shadow. That's gonna
Shadow and
sure.
Fancy Emil.
Yeah. Or Steel Panther Roadie. So I'm just gonna take down Shame here.
You can be the roadie and I can be the manager for Steel Panther.
I think I'm gonna do
okay.
this. Yeah. Now he looks really sad,
Yeah, because he doesn't get to sit on her shoulder anymore.
No, but
Of
it's
course
annoying.
he's sad. He misses his shadow. All spare money is used on whiskey anyway. Yeah, probably.
So cheers everyone in the chat.
Reality. Cheers, people.
Cheers.
And please stick around. Spend the night with us.
Yeah. We have nowhere else to go anyway. At least me and Emil.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah. This is nice.
Yeah, that went by pretty quickly.
Yeah. But it's okay. I mean, this is probably the shortest video we've done.
Yeah. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Who cares? We're having fun.
We do what we feel like.
Yeah, we're having fun.
And now this is a live. See, we don't care about the rules.
No, we're breaking all of them.
Yeah.
You see this turtle here?
Shadow doesn't care.
No.
He has no shame.
He's an outlaw. He's an outlaw.
Is it over? No, it's not. We're gonna clip that part, I think, and upload it as an episode, probably. So that's the end of that episode, basically. But we thought now we want to hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
What are you up to in chat? What are your thoughts on what we just discussed on the topic at hand? Or do you have anything else interesting to lay on us?
Yeah. And any whiskeys you're thinking of buying or drinking, or some news you want to share in the world of whiskeys. Yeah. Maybe even some good music taste.
Yeah, Greg said there was a new Gojira track out, so we have to check that out later.
Definitely.
And as you said, as we were getting into a little while ago, the next month, the month that is approaching, will be devastating for us. A lot of good whiskey coming out, we don't know if it's good yet, but interesting whiskey coming out.
Yeah,
a promising month. So it was the Springbank.
Yeah, that 17-year-old Madeira wood.
Yeah,
that Carl was talking about.
Exactly, and then what was it?
Teelings, like 2 Teelings were being released.
Yeah, the second sommelier and the Peter
Black Pits. Yeah, the Black Pits.
Black Pit, yeah.
And Bergslagen is also gonna do a release on a new series, or the second series of their Scandinavian mythical beings thing they're doing.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things to consider.
Yeah, I will watch that one tomorrow, Greg. The latest Asphyx record, kick ass. Okay, interesting. The Nectar. What is the Nectar? Is that a whiskey? Okay.
I don't know. What was the chat you showed just now?
Oh, this one?
Yeah, what's that?
That's
a
record.
Turn up for me in my chat.
Okay. No.
Asphyx record.
Yeah.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah. Oh, the Tor. How do you even... Is it Torrafei? I'm sounding like a Norwegian or something when I say that. Torrafei. I sound like a Norwegian person trying to pronounce the whiskey. There's a new distillery, isn't it? Is it in like in Isle of Skye or something? I could be really wrong. Okay, Indian bottling. Okay, the Nectar. Okay, I once I dreamed about the apocalypse. My first thought was Philic due to his prepping. It would be my choice. My first choice.
Yeah.
Opening. Yeah. Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah. I would have thought of Frederick too, but apparently Shadow is better at it. So
yeah. He thinks
so from now on, I'm going with Shadow, not Frederick.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take these ones off because it's just hurting my neck. So you can talk to the audience, please, Emil.
Oh my god, I can't handle this responsibility.
I should have it on like in a Bane thing like this.
Yeah.
When I was just a boy. Yes. That would just be annoying, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So Jesper, you really need to share what your thoughts about that whiskey, because I have, like I said, that's a new whiskey distillery coming up, or that has been built and started releasing their own whiskeys now. So it'll be interesting to know, actually. And I think maybe news for Greg as well. The people who did Grythyttan that the Bergslagen bought up, I think they are releasing their first new whiskey. The people there who made that whiskey this year or next year, maybe close to next year, it's going to release their first new whiskey.
Cool.
So that's very interesting.
Very
Shadow
interesting.
needs a Steel Panther. Yeah, no. But I don't have any Steel Panther. This was all found in the apocalypse and some dudes, it fitted though. It was really nice and he's a lot of whiskey as well. I have no idea. Yeah. Take care, Menno.
Take care. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, the start of the weekend, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be great. And then we have not a vacation, but for those who don't know, the schools in Sweden are taking a vacation, or in our town are taking a vacation the next week. So we're going to have a chill week at work, basically. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. No, Greg, the people who did work at Grythyttan before it was closed down, when they did close down Grythyttan, those people there that worked there, creating the whiskey, not the ones who owned it, they moved on and started a new distillery that was starting up. I think it was, I don't remember the name of it, so I will come back to you later on some other time. So yeah, that was kind of be interesting.
Jesper says he's got to go. Goodbye, Jesper. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Enjoy your weekend, man.
Yeah. Cheers, man. Good. So, yeah. But, Carl, can you please tell us a little bit more about that 17-year Madeira wood, if you're still here? I really want to know more about it, actually.
Yeah, me too. Thanks,
it's quite expensive when they're going to
sell Frederick's back. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why Frederick is asking. I mean, Shadow is gone now.
Where did Shadow go?
Yeah.
He was just an illusion, guys. He wasn't really here.
No, he was never really here. More in our hearts. No.
That's true.
Yeah.
The real Shadow was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah. He got so many unfriendly notes, unfortunately. Yeah.
You do know the price of the 17-year-old Frederick?
Yeah, unfortunately. That's why it's going to be an expensive month here. I don't want it to be expensive.
250?
Oh my god. What?
150?
Yeah. Around 145 euros.
Yeah.
To be precise. Yeah.
That's a lot of money. That's rough, man. God damn it.
Yeah, and you know.
I really want one. But you really want one, and when you want one, you want two. So basically, it's hell of a situation to be in.
Yeah. But you're gonna help me get one anyway, hopefully.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna have some money other releases, that time. They're gonna have the 10-year-old Springbank, a 10-year-old Hazelburn, and a lot of other Swedish whiskies as well, like Smögen, for example. So it's just going to be a crazy. That's a good thing when having so many releases on that day, is that you do actually have a chance to actually get something. Hopefully. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Carl. How is that? You said rum. Is it been aged a lot in rum? I'm just wondering. By the way, it could be interesting to know.
Wasn't that because we were talking about the rum wood first?
Yeah. No, because I think the Madeira wood is actually aged a little bit in rum.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I think so. It is a little bit aged in rum, actually. So that's why.
We need to do the rum episode soon, man. Rum is so fucking good.
We are going to do it. I think that's the next episode, isn't it?
I hope so.
I think that's the next episode.
Let's do it now. Do it.
Great cash management. Okay. You know what, Carl? You're not making it much easier for my wallet when you're talking that good about it. You know?
Ban him in chat. He's out here.
Yeah, he's out of here. He's talking too
This
good
is
about
not
it.
good behavior.
No,
He's bad influence on you.
Yeah,
Shadow would have never accepted this behavior.
Yeah, I think we need to call him back here so he can sort things out here.
Yeah, bring down the ban hammer.
Yeah, this one is sold here, but one price.
Yeah, that sounds
60. Yeah. Yeah, 13 X rum, then 3 years in Madeira. Yeah. That's the thing about it.
Sounds so good. It sounds so good.
Because Madeira is really good when a whiskey is matured in it. It's just really nice.
I think that's a really sweet wine, right?
Greg and a lot of people made Frederick. A no-brainer. Suffer wallet. For sure. There will be no food on the table, but seriously, whiskey is food, isn't it?
Sure. Liquid bread.
Yeah, liquid. Yeah.
We can do it. I know you have a lot of rice.
Yeah,
rice and ketchup.
Yeah, I know.
So
save us. Thinking? Yeah. Now I was thinking of, we could do it else like this. You buy a bottle, I buy 3, and then we do this. You don't open your bottle, I open one of mine, and I share it with you. The open bottle, and you can try it
like we do always because you're so generous.
Yeah, we can always do that.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. Or you just help me buy another one because I'm not going to be allowed to buy 2, and then I can at least give you a sample, and then you will regret not buying one because how good it is.
That's the other way we usually do it. So either we do it the first way or we do it this way. So I don't know. Yeah. Usually it goes one of 2 ways when we're buying whiskey. Either we both buy it and I regret buying it and don't open it, or I don't buy it and regret not buying it. Because Greg, because I think I've had Madeira wine when some people I knew went on vacation and brought some home, I think. And I remember I think I liked it.
Yeah, basically nearly the same thing, Carl. It's going to cost around 145 euros, I think, here in Sweden. So basically near the same price.
Yeah.
I would say. Okay, about the Madeira. I never tried Madeira. I know when I worked as a chef, we had Madeira as a creamy Madeira sauce, gravy sauce, whatever it was, with one of our dishes. So, yeah. But I really like the Madeira. So, but the problem is there's been so much rum in there. So, so that's the thing that's dividing me a little bit, a dram divided thing there. It's like, so I do one. So I was thinking like, maybe I should buy 2. But then if I like it, damn, why didn't I buy a 3rd one?
Yeah, that's the way it usually goes.
Yeah. Or why didn't I buy anything at all? When I had.
Why did we do this, man? Why did we start this? What have we got me into?
Yeah.
Very bad. Yeah. Very, very bad behavior.
But Carl is saying it's good, so I'm trusting him.
Yeah, and if it's good, you have to buy it. That's the way it goes.
That's how it is, Usually when people are in Systembolaget, I always say, that is a good one. It's just the most expensive thing, the most ridiculous price to have there. And they go, are you sure? Yeah, absolutely. You just buy it.
Yeah.
And they buy it, and you just hear someone crying later on, but yeah. The first familiar says the French distribution site. Okay, thanks, Greg. Yeah, that one could be very interesting, Yeah. I did say, of those wood ones, the latest one they did, I have to say the 17-year Sherwood is my favorite still. But that one is beautiful on the nose. If you want to have something that's really good on the palate, it's the 14-year-old Bourbon Wood. That was released, I think, like the year before that.
That sounds good as well.
That one is really good. If Mena was here, he would know because he really liked it. So, yeah. If anyone's drinking, and one I am drinking, not so it's the Texas, But Kevinies, and what are you drinking still, Emil?
Yeah, I'm about to take the last sip of my I'm sorry, the window popped out of my computer. My Bushmill, the Causeway edition, limited edition.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I have to say, it's grown on me a little bit. Still not worth what I paid for it, which was about €100. But because the first time we tried it, there was like a lot of lavendery, soapy
Yeah.
flavors, especially in the finish.
Mm.
But I have to say that's mellowed out a bit.
Mm.
It's a lot sweeter now. So yeah, it's grown on me. I think it's. I would say it's a good Dram now.
Mm.
Maybe not
Yeah.
for the money. Yeah, as I've said,
Mm.
but still.
Yeah, and that's
Definitely
the
help.
same thing about the whole, I would like to say the same thing about that Springbank. So that 17-year-old Madeira wood is that
Yeah.
I really, just because of my relationship with rum, cask, when it comes to whiskey,
Yeah.
but still, Madeira is really good with whiskey. So
Sorry, I got
it's
something
said to
in
be
my
one
eye.
of the, yeah, no, it's said to be one of the finest.
Ooh.
Was said to be
How
one of the
many did you
finest.
get, Frederick?
How many I bought of the bourbon
Yeah.
wood? You mean I have opened or unopened?
How many do you have?
Altogether, I have 3 bottles. One open, 2 unopened. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. If we come to the 17-year-old Sherwood, I have 4 bottles altogether. One open, 3 unopened. So, yeah.
Cool.
But I really like that one. So they're not for selling or anything. I'm just going to open up, the years to come, basically. Because if you really like something, you should buy it, I think. Buy duplicates if you really like it. If you have the money for it, of course. Don't break your bank. That 14-year-old bourbon wood is amazing as well. It's not as good on the nose as it is, but on the palate, it's really good actually. Like I said, because I did a on Whiskey Pilgrim, I did a review thing with both the bourbon wood and the Sherwood. So yeah. Okay, thank you.
Carl really wants you to spend your money, Frederick.
Yeah, he won. And Greg says, "No way, me just only one." Yeah, Sherwood. Yeah, the thing was, Greg, the place in Germany where I buy my whiskey, at the border shop in Skylines. Yeah, let's say like this, Greg. They had a shelf there. I think there were like 20 to 30 bottles of that Sherwood there, and no one was buying them when I was there. Like 20, 30, bottles there, and then they have cases in the somewhere there. It's a very interesting thing. We would really like to go there, me and Emil, and maybe do a thing there, recording. But we don't really know if we're allowed to. Yeah, but it would be cool because they got a lot of really interesting whiskeys there.
It would be a lot of fun to do,
Yeah,
like a haul video,
road trip
road trip video, and a haul
with a
video.
bus though. With a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a picture I took last year when I managed to get there during the summer. It was, just a picture on the shelf of the Springbanks they had here. It's a shit ton of Springbanks. Because I know a lot of people reacted to that when I put that one out.
Yeah.
Malt
Have to go-
mates. Yeah, definitely. Oh. So I think I'm gonna go to my next whiskey actually. If that's okay with you, Ramil.
It's very okay with me. I was thinking maybe I would just like to do take a quick break, and you will have to be alone with the chat.
Oh no, what am I gonna do?
I will go get another glass, or
Another glass.
rather, wash out this glass,
Okay,
and then I will drink something else. We'll see
that's
what I
good.
choose. So
Yeah,
I'll be
and I'm
right back.
gonna I'm gonna drink one of my picks, the Glen Scotia. So, like I said, I really love this. Was my second best whiskey last year, 2020. I only unfortunately have one more bottle of this that's unopened. So I should have gotten more when I had a chance, basically, because you should stock up on this. This is pure gold, in my view. It's just beautiful. But yeah, great. I do have quite a lot of spare Springbanks Because usually when I buy Springbanks, I always try to buy at least a second one or a third one. And if I really like it, I have 4 bottles in total of it. But that's only if I really like it. So the Sherwood, I do have 4 of. And the 11-year-old local barley, that one is just bourbon matured as well. I have 4 bottles of that one as well. Because I think that's the best local barley. I don't really like local barley. So that's the only one I do like about them, because it's the only one that's just 100% bourbon matured. It's really good in my view. But yeah, so this one, if I win a lot someday, I promise to send you a bottle. I buy one type between American barley. Yeah, thanks, Greg. You know what, Greg? Could you send me your contact information, by the way, on the emails I have sent to you before? Because I have something I need to send to you, and you know what it is. So, yeah. Cheers, Greg. And cheers, Carl, as well. We have a third one here. I don't know if it's Sandra in here. Yeah. So, cheers, people. This Tawny Port is just amazing. I think Carl has tried it. I think Greg maybe also tried it, maybe. But this is amazing. Just amazing. Seriously, this is share Sandra. So no, this is just what do you say, like an symposium or like an orchestra. It's just magnificent, you know. It's just everything is working very well together, from the nose to the palate to the finish. I know Glen Scotia is going to do a new one this year. Thanks, Greg. Really appreciate it. No, but I think Glen Scotia is going to do a Bordeaux red wine cask matured whiskey, 11-year-old cask range, as their new malt festival edition. Did you hear that, Emil?
No, I didn't.
No,
sorry.
Glen Scotia is going to release a new one of these this year.
Oh,
Another
cool.
no, not the same one. Not the Tawny Port finish, but they're going to do an 11-year-old cask range Bordeaux red wine cask. I'm not sure it's the finish or it's matured. But we're going to do that. It's not going to be peated, and I'm really looking forward to it. So if we're lucky, we might get it to the summer.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
So now, yeah, let's dig in. This has quickly become like one of my favorites, man.
Yeah.
Glen Scotia double cask.
Yeah.
So Glen Scotia, I'm keeping my eye on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they put out a Bordeaux red wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be really good.
The funny thing about the Glen Scotia double cask, my mother and my stepfather loves it. They're like, it's really good and it's ridiculously cheap as well, you know, for what you're getting in the palate and the nose. And they also got other people that now know to buy it as well. So they have one friend of them who really likes whiskey. He's more into Glenfiddich. He has a lot of Glenfiddich bottles, like really old ones. But they told him, you know, buy the double cask, because Frederick had recommended it. He bought it and he was like, yeah, well, that is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's complete steal. It's unbelievable, actually.
Yeah. Greg and Carl, I mean, we salute you. We salute you as well, Greg and Sandra. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Indeed. Thank you.
Yeah. No, but that double cask, you know, my God, I mean, seriously, 45 euros or like 32 euros here in Sweden. It's really good money. I mean, it's not a lot of money if you compare it to other whiskeys.
No.
Here. No, it's really good. I mean, it beats the Fire Edition from Highland Park every day, every night, all year around, you know. Even when the bottle is empty, it still tastes better than that one.
Skål, Greg.
Yeah.
Greg. Sorry,
Greg. He pronounced your name in our native tongue, basically.
But maybe
with
because you're French, right? Maybe that's close to how you would say it. Greg.
yeah. Cheers, Greg. Because I mean, the name Greg here would be Gregor, wouldn't it? Gregor.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I think so. Gregor. Yeah, but now I do have my accent as well, so it becomes quite pronounced there. I mean, for
390
double
euros.
cat.
390 euros. That's
400.
yeah, about what we paid as well.
No, we paid €5 more.
Yeah, exactly.
More. The full volume. I never tried that one. That Highland Park. I think it was like, was it bourbon matured? I think 18-year-old.
Do you know anyone who likes the Fire Edition?
My
Have you heard of anyone? Who...
My stepfather. No, not my stepfather. No, my godfather. He really likes it.
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you never thought about giving it to him?
We gave him a bottle.
Yeah. Okay. That's enough.
That's enough. Yeah. What is €100? Oh, is it for the full volume, Craig? The full volume one. I know a lot of people talked about it, but since I had not had the best relationship with Highland Park yet, like with McKellen, I'm not really gonna get into it. But I now tried a standard orange. Oh, Eric is here as well. Oh, nice.
Welcome.
Hey, welcome, Eric.
Cheers.
Cheers. All the way from America. Nice to have you here. I tried the Fire and I'm so called Muscat. It was beaten hands down by the full volume. Yeah. Yeah, I tried the ice as well, and I wasn't impressed. It just tasted basically. No, I couldn't. I sent a sample. Yeah, if you want to, Greg, I would be really happy to try it. Because I do think, I need to give Highland Park a chance. Because if people think that I'm, really like doing a rage quit on them all the time, but I think that's just because what I've tried so far has just been the most expensive stuff. Not expensive, but more, limited stuff. And, there's supposed to be, representation of the distillery, and they've just been flat out disappointments in my view.
Yeah. Because
I tried the Fire Edition, I tried the Ice Edition, I tried the Light. And I know you had a sample you got from your father, a single cask.
Yeah.
13-year-old one, something American wood or something.
Yeah. Your memory is insane, man. I didn't even remember that one. But I think that was okay.
Yeah.
Have you heard the we haven't heard it.
We haven't heard it yet. I mean, Greg has already told us about Eric here. He also likes Gojira as well. So
cool.
Yeah.
So he's an upstanding fellow, man. Yeah.
Yeah. We salute him. No, Malt Musers or Eric is doing really good stuff on his channel. So if anyone watching this one, please check him out. Also Greg as well. I mean, Greg is going to do some Japanese whiskeys tomorrow. So I will make sure I can watch it, Always interesting because I know you have some quite high-end, very difficult whiskeys to find, Greg, as well, when it comes to the Japanese one. Especially the HH statement ones. Really good stuff, I would say. So, cheers, people. Right now, I'm drinking the Glen Scotia Tawny Port finish, if Eric is wondering.
And I'm also drinking Glen Scotia, the double cask.
Yeah.
Looks like this. And I have the box right here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so hard.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, it's like, it was like you're trying to do this, the way is over there.
There it is. I can tickle it. Yeah.
Tickle my toes.
That's yours, by the way. Do you want it back?
Oh, my Gorilla Pod? Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. Cool.
I just give you stuff you rent stuff from me and you never get them back. I mean, seriously, you're mooching on me. I'm doing a blind bourbon tasting live tonight at 8 p.m. Should be fun. Yeah, I think when it's 8 p.m. your time, it's like 1 or 2 here in Sweden.
Yeah, maybe it is.
By the way, which bourbons are you gonna try? No, blind bourbon tasting because you don't know what they are. So yeah. Answer that question. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, Jens. Glen Scotia is really good. Yeah. I actually, what's his name? Antonio from Whiskey Quest. He actually received my samples I sent him that he won during my birthday live, actually. So he was really glad. So those were some really cool samples for my collection. So yeah,
Very nice.
yeah. I think Eric knows about this one. I drank this one before Eric. Yeah, Texas single malt. Eric has
Very
on
good
quite a
stuff.
few. Yeah. Oh my god, this is just good. Seriously, I mean the double cask as well is really good. I think Eric, haven't you bought this one now? The Nova Scotia Tony Port. I think I see that in your collection in the background. By the way, he has a really nice whiskey collection in his background. You know, when he's recording his videos, there's a lot of fancy stuff there. When I say fancy, I mean I want to try them.
That's how I feel when I go to your place.
Yeah, no, and this is just a little bit of it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but seriously, people. Yeah, sure do. You got a bottle? Yeah. Because I know I sent you a sample of that. Was it last year, I think? I think you really liked it. So hope you do a review on it one day, Eric. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah. Oh. I miss Philadelphia. Icy Rain. Type of
The True Blue. Yeah. That's my stuff. That's what I'm talking about, Carl.
Yeah. You like some corn with your whiskey.
I love it.
This one?
So good. So good.
Yeah. That one's really good. You really want to buy a bottle of this. Has anyone here in the chat tried this one except me and Emil and Carl? I think everyone might have. Turned out I got this. It's good. After tasting your sample, plan to open it soon. Eric, it is worth the wait. I can tell you that. Yeah. This one is really good. Oops, today's. But this one, I only have one bottle of this one. It's quite limited. This is a Balcones single cask or like small batch release from that multi company, whiskey company from the UK. So it's a 2-year-old malt spirit finished in or matured in Oloroso sherry casks. So it's not supposed to be called whiskey here in our part of the world, at least.
It's too young.
It's too young. But you know what? It's fucking amazing. Seriously.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And also, when you look at this label, I think of something like Pantera or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
It's
cool.
good. Yeah. Oh my god. This is nice. I mean, I had nearly forgotten that I did do work, was working today. So it's really nice. Yeah. Whoa, yeah. No, right, this one is really good. Yeah. Because I know you have some bottles from the Tiki Whiskey Company. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, exactly. It was I think it was like a batch 2 or something. It's just 2 years in Oloroso casks. It's just fantastic. Really good stuff, I would say. It's quite dark as well. Let's see if we can.
Pulling out all the stuff tonight.
No, not really. But still, let's see here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe something like that. So it's quite dark. Oh, what era of music are we discussing today? Oh,
we haven't gone there yet, man.
No, not
soon
yet.
enough.
Not yet.
Sooner
we have a lot of metalheads here, so I think that's
Yeah.
our audience, our metalhead, our whiskey drinkers. So that's
Our
good.
streams always go the same way.
Yeah.
We start off talking about whiskey, then like an hour and 15 minutes in, we devolve into language and music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Balcones Brimstone.
No, I haven't
Smoked
tried
in
that one.
glass.
I have tried another.
Cool.
Yeah, I have another whiskey that's hickory smoked, because I think that one is also hickory smoked. I might be wrong. I think that was hickory smoked, but it's quite an acquired taste, I would say, in that whiskey I have at least.
Yeah.
Your Survivor whiskey would definitely be Lefroy 10-year-old. I would actually say good choice. Eric. It's really
Absolutely.
good. Yeah. Mm. Oh, that's good. So yeah, we done a whole whiskey live about the end of the world, and yeah, we had a guest here called Shadow with his pet animal Shame, and it was really nice having him here.
I had a guest called Shadow here. You weren't even here for the first half of this video.
No, I was sleeping.
Where were you, man? We missed you.
I mean, I was looking for food or something. I have no idea.
Did you die?
Only in my heart. You broke my heart. Yeah, like I said, Eric, I have not tried that one, so I can't really say it.
Insane
I heard
can mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a really cool idea, at least.
Yeah.
For what it's worth.
Yeah. Like I said, I have a hickory smoke from Arkansas, I think they're called. In Arkansas. Yeah, Rocktown, Arkansas. Yeah. Pronunciation things.
The S on the end is silent.
Yeah, I know. But why don't you have the S there? Seriously. just wondering. That's another.
It's confusing
debate.
for us non-Americans.
Yeah, because every word in our language.
English, because there's Kansas and there's Arkansas.
Yeah.
And they're spelled basically the same. Very weird.
How do I say? So I was Dram for me a magic bottle which content changes every time I open it. Greg, you're onto something there.
That's like the guy who said he would buy a time machine if he had a limited.
Yeah.
These guys are thinking outside the box.
Yeah. Yeah, but fun to taste. Yeah. The problem is, I think, when I had a chance to actually buy the Brimstone, I think I had to pay something like 100 euros or something like that for a bottle, So I wasn't really, yeah. I didn't want to do that.
But as far as, it sounds like quite a gimmick. But as far as gimmicks go, I think that's one of the cooler ones.
Yeah. English has no logic to it. Yeah, they should hear our language.
Yeah, but English is such a... Yeah, here we go. Back into the language debate. Damn it.
Yeah.
Why can we never stay away from it?
Yeah.
English is a very interesting language. Let's just leave it at that. I love languages.
Yeah, I mean...
Time machine, tons of... Yeah, exactly. We're here saying what we like, and you're here saying you would travel back in time. That's not fair.
Time machine for tons of Port Ellen, Brora, Yuichi, Rosebank, St. Mellon. Yeah, Greg. And you can share them all with us. Yeah. Mastodon is an awesome whiskey by... How do you...
What? Joja.
Okay. I was going to say something else.
Don't know.
Uadia. Yeah, and it's not worth it for 100 euros. No, that was the thing, It's like the same thing with this Wonderboy Comes Texas Single Malt. I also had to pay like 100 euros for this one. But I already tried a sample of it, so I already knew I was going to like it. So I already knew I liked it, so that's why I bought it. I can't just sample. I owe you some anyways. Yeah, thank you, Eric. That's so kind of you. Fun fact, back in the day, America was the one vote for having German our official language. Okay. Interesting. The fun fact about where we live is that it was like 300, 400 years ago, we were occupied by Denmark, so most people here actually talk Danish. So most of the people who lives in this part do have some kind of Danish roots in them. Not all of them, though, but do have some kind of Danish thing here. Yeah. I paid 80 for the Brimstone. Yeah. But still, they are expensive, because I think like when you buy them in United States or in the States, you pay like, I've seen some people, like Whiskey Mystery and all those, when they're going through their whiskey shops that they're going through, you can see them like $40 or something like that. Then they do know you put taxes on them as well, which was actually quite annoying when I lived in the States. You had like, oh, I'm gonna buy this DVD, it cost $10, dollars. So I had $10 with me, and I just put it there to the cashier. Oh yeah, no, that's not enough. You're like, why not? Because then we put taxes on them. Why didn't you put taxes on before? It was just annoying. But Tia is a young lost cousin. Yes. Oh, you mean? Matt from your whiskey? Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah. Yeah. 5 people here. Cheers, people. Let's get drunk. Let's have fun. I mean, fun. Yeah. That Tawny Port.
Yeah, I have to say, Glen Scotia is impressing me. I haven't had a lot of them, but
Eric has Malt Muser has a very good story about the bottle he bought.
Glen Scotia.
Yeah, in Glen Scotia. He did actually kind of review series on his lives on it. It was a bottle your own whiskey that he managed to acquire through some means, and it had a very special taste to it, apparently. So it was very interesting to follow that journey he did with that bottle. But yeah. But I have whiskey here that, like I said, I know 2 people here have tried it, except you, Emil. This one?
Yeah.
The Bergslagen, the Madeira one, Greg. You know all about this one, don't you? Eric, the malt muser, has also tried this one as well. I sent him a sample the first time. This Swedish whiskey. Amazing. Yeah, Mr. Cloudy, that was the name. Mr. Cloudy. That was a really fun thing to watch, just the green spot level. How is that one, Carl? Me and Emil have been looking into green spots, but we can't find them here in Sweden. So, or Systembolaget doesn't have them with the distributors that they have. So
yeah,
we have to wait and see what happens.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, it's okay. We will survive.
or will we?
Will we? Our wallets will survive at least.
Yeah.
But
we might need shadow for the rest.
Yeah. I mean, that next month it's just going to be crazy. For you who doesn't know, there's going to be quite a lot of whiskey releases here in Sweden next month. And the worst part is that they're not going to be like late or in the middle of the month, They're going to be like right after you got your salary, basically.
Yeah.
So you're just going to spend a lot of crazy money, basically. So it's going to be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Spring Bank that Carl has been promoting. Yeah, Madeira, indeed. Yeah. Madeira. Yeah.
Madeira.
Yeah, I love it, but I like red wines, Finnish mature whiskeys in general. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know Eric has tried this one as well. The malt muser. The Bordeaux red wine cask. We talked about this one before. Lovely stuff.
We talk about it every episode, basically.
Yeah, just because it's a stinger in your eye a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And also a little bit about this one. I think Eric can also relate to this one. I think this was his whiskey of the year last year. Yeah.
Very good choice.
Extremely good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel, Emil? Can you do some more? You manage some more time, right?
Absolutely. I'm a bit tired, but I've been tired for the entirety of the day.
How old are you, Emil? How old are you?
I'm too old. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say I've been tired for 27 years.
It's been 84 years. Starward.
Yeah, I let you remember top 5 last year. Yeah. It's good.
I also love that the instant. If you didn't know. I love it.
And Emil, if you like so yeah, Starward. Yeah, no. Yeah, but that's the thing here. We can't get Starward here. We have I've said it before. Heaven Hill. Not Heaven Hill, that's an American distillery. Yeah. One of those, I think it's a Hill or whatever. But it's quite expensive. So, not really tried it. I don't think anyone buying this. I don't think they're going to take in anymore. Yeah, Anak was my... Yeah, I know, Eric. That Anak is so much worth the money. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, Greg, you've been talking a lot about some French distillery now coming up that you were really interested in. So it'll be interesting to see your reviews on that later on. These red wine mature comes so close to the Bunhaven Bordeaux wine Catholic tourists on bottles. Okay, I never tried that because I think that was one of those Bunhabens that went, it went really fast on the shelves. No, not Sullivan's Co. or Lime Burners. No idea what that is. And distillery, no. Well, maybe it was Hellier's Road. Hellier's Road was the name of the distillery that Aussie, So yeah, that they have here in Sweden. But I think they only have had a 10-year-old and had a Pinot Noir. I think it is how you pronounce it. Emil, you need to help me here. The Pinot Noir.
Say it again. I will help you.
Pinot Noir, isn't that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I think you're pretty close, man.
Yeah, because it's not Pinot.
Good job.
Like I would say.
Pinot Noir.
Hellier's
No, it's
Road.
Pinot Noir.
Yeah, Hellier's Road. Greg.
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir. It's crap.
That's how we like it here.
So you mean the only thing we have that can represent your country, Andrew, is crap? God damn it. Yeah. Yeah, take care, Eric. It was great to see you here. Really nice of you joining.
Take care.
my friend. Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Yeah. Well said, Fredrik. Change nothing. What? You mean about
Your pronunciation, man.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
For once.
I'm learning, I'm
Finally.
pronouncing. Finally, he's starting to pronounce things.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but still, that is just the hard thing about pronunciation is that it's why are they still, we're going to pronounce it again because that is always my problem when it comes to pronouncing these stuff. It's like Bordeaux red wine cast. There's an X in Bordeaux, so I would say Bordeaux. But you're not so because I know Greg helped me once how you should pronounce it. So thanks, Greg. Yeah, God, man, this is
time they did pronounce it, but then they got lazy. That's usually how it goes with language.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this kind of Scotia is just getting better and better.
I don't doubt it.
No, when everything is settled, 2027, we need to go to Campbellton.
We look forward to it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you should hear how people pronounce our language in American movies. We sound like Germans. Basically, it's very funny. It's always Germans, something like a German accent with our language. Yeah. It's very funny. So I don't know, the potential to be so much better. Yeah, Star Wars has had, because I know Andrew has been talking a lot about Star Wars and some of his reviews. He does a lot of other very interesting reviews on other Aussie whiskeys, But like so many of my Swiss whiskeys, it's so many of them we never ever people gonna try, unfortunately. But one day, I think Star Wars should be able to get to Sweden. I mean, they're just all about distribution, who is willing to do it, And then, of course, it's going to be maybe a little bit more expensive. But Greg is doing a good thing here. Yeah, let's all go to Campbellton Island, all that. Yes. Yeah, definitely. And after that, we can always, in our hotel rooms, play a lot of metal.
Okay, let's just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Talk about music.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been holding it in for so long, haven't you?
Yeah, I can feel it. Everyone's like trying to hint at it in chat. Someone's going to be stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Solid comes with
really... with you. Start working for them, Greg. Party with Greg, definitely.
Yeah.
Do some. I've been starting to listen to Tool actually.
Yeah.
Speaking of music.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Numa has been nonstop on my head for like a week. I keep listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look forward to it, of course.
Yeah. Here will be thought at the end of the April. Yeah. There's been a lot of talk about this one. Both Greg and Eric has talked about it. So there's a new track apparently, and we need to check it out. So It's gonna be very interesting.
Name has slipped my mind now, but
I have
the
no
last,
idea. I don't want to know what it's called. Actually, I just want to have that as a surprise when I look it
yeah,
up
but the
later on.
last song they released, I forgot the name.
New word. I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
new
didn't
word.
like that one, actually. I don't. I think Greg, you didn't like it, right?
Hmm.
But I think I told you
No,
so.
I wasn't that fond of it. Actually, I must say.
Kind of repetitive, different, not the usual
Yeah.
climax they have in their
No.
songs.
No. I know there was just something about it that I didn't like, but it's a matter of taste anyway. So, but still, it was interesting. It was very interesting. But I have to say, the band I was raving about, Harakiri for the Sky, they just released their new album this week, or it was like yesterday or today. Mare,
Cool.
or what's it called. So fucking amazing. I've actually listened to it before we did it live, actually. So amazing.
We're so happy tonight.
Yeah. But seriously, it's the weekend now, people. Ooh, ooh. What could go wrong? Life is really nice. It's also nice to have people. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, oh, we need to have 20, 50 people on live. I mean, I'm happy with just a few people talking here. It's like you said, Emil, about the lives. Sometimes it's like having a pub.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. So
Yeah.
it's really nice.
Mayor, oh, thank you, Carl. Thank you. Thank you. There's the Harakiri for the Sky's new. I was listening to System of a Down, man. I love that. Okay, now you're gonna get Emil. Oh, Ryan, up. You two need to.
Bad move, Andrew.
Yeah, you like.
I love System of a Down.
Yeah.
They're my gods. My entire teenage years were spent listening to System of a Down. Basically,
Yeah,
they made me who I am today.
yeah. I will never forget the first time I heard Chop Suey. That was the first time I heard them. When that song played, I was like, "What in the hell is this?"
Yeah,
It was so different.
I think one of the first songs I started listening to was Chicken Stew, just because it was so fucking weird.
Okay.
Like BYOB was
Yeah.
my favorite for a long, long time.
Mm.
Spiders is an awesome song, definitely.
Yeah. Not heard that one. I only heard Toxicity.
It's from the first album.
Okay.
The
Is that the one with the hand or something? Yeah.
The hand is like the spiders symbol, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, so
Yeah.
that record is amazing. The sound is so raw. It sounds like they just went in,
Yeah.
and just it sounds so rough around the edges. So cool.
Yeah, those are. I mean, I only had a Toxicity.
Yeah, and they polished up a lot for that album.
Yeah.
Serge is a great man, and apparently he wanted to quit after Toxicity. They convinced him to stay for another the next 2 albums, or 3 technically.
Yeah. Okay.
They had a lot of infighting.
Yeah, I mean, I remember them because a lot of me and my friends, were in our teenage years. We were just listening to Chop Suey, and then Toxicity and Jet Pilot, I think it's called. Because I don't remember all their songs in that album, but
Aerials is
Aerials, yeah. But they were like such a weird breakdowns, just everything. It was just such a weird mix of Like I said, I'm not a musical person with instruments and that, but everything was so chaotic, and like it was just perfect. It was just perfect, maybe perfect, but it was just really interesting.
They played a lot with different dynamics.
Yeah.
Like really rough stuff, and then they do like a polka break, and then they go back to the
yeah.
And the cool thing about them is as well, like the cultural impact they had on a whole generation is like so huge. I went to I think I've told this story before, but we went to a festival in the north of Sweden,
Yeah.
and they had like kind of their reunion tour, and they were there playing. And most of the people I talked to while I was there, at a festival, you talk to everyone. You you walk by a tent, you sit down, talk to the people at the tent, move on. And like every single person, when you ask them, like, yeah, who are you here to check out? Pretty much everyone says System of a Down.
Yeah. And I would like to see them live. Actually, that would be really interesting.
When they played live, my feet didn't touch the ground for the first like 3 songs. The crowd was so packed, I was just like floating around.
And I mean, you are really tall compared
Yeah.
to me. You're like really tall. Yeah, I'm not that tall at all. Actually, I'm quite short.
Yeah. You're
So,
actually standing up right now, right?
I am. I am 120. No, I'm not. No, but no, that was interesting. I mean, if things would have gone or would have been as they should have been, 2020, we would have seen Gojira as well.
Would.
Yeah, but no, things happened. What
Just not
happened?
now. They were scheduled to play in Stockholm
Yeah.
last summer.
Okay. Yeah.
So at least I would have went there, but I didn't.
Yeah. Because I remember you also showed me another live performance stage in some other country when they had Gojira and some other bands. It's like really crazy lineup. You were like, wow. Was it in Norway? Norway?
I think so.
Yeah. So it was still close, but it would have been super expensive to stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it would have been
It's-
worth it.
Yeah, it's a worthwhile thing to spend your money on.
Yeah. Because that's I mean yeah, going to live stages is just fun, you know. And if there is one really, I think we talked about. I'm an old one, I believe or not. I finally didn't have the occasion to see Metallica, Anthrax, Slayers, and many of the Slinger bands. I saw older bands from the 80s. I mean, Chris Rick Dio. I mean, those are bands that are legends too in their own ways. I mean, every band is your what do you like to listen to? I know what are they called? Queensrÿche.
I think.
Yeah.
Queensryche.
Yeah. Zico Gira
Mm.
from March series.
I think it's Reich.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Mastodon and L'Enfant Sauvage, really great albums.
Yeah, and Magma.
But a friend of mine, the reason I got into Gojira was he went to a Metallica show and the Gojira were opening for Metallica.
Mm.
And I think they played L'Enfant Sauvage and he sent the song to me. Yeah, instant
Yeah.
love, I think.
I don't remember how I got into Gojira actually, because I think I've seen the name floating about a little bit when I bought some metal magazines and all that. The
Yeah.
name, and then I think I heard them one time, but I wasn't that interested in it because same with every music I listen to. Usually in the beginning, I don't really like it that much. Then I have to go back to it, and then I really like it. So no, they're really good. I mean, like I said, I'm not really like that. I know you're more into them than I am, actually, I think. But also, I do know you're more into instruments, you know, rhythm, and you know how you play them all, so you can pick up those things.
Yeah, I'm really interested in like rhythms and music
Yeah.
and those aspects. And Gojira are very interesting in those regards.
The link.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. But in the same time, I do have to say, I think it wasn't before last year, I think. I started listening to more like deathcore kind of albums. You know, like Cattle Decapitation, The Artist Murder, Aborted, and some other bands as well.
Yeah, that's not
Just-
quite my taste actually.
Which one? No, you mean deathcore?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that kind of
Yeah,
Gorgotz. Don't know what Gorgotz is actually.
No, not me either, actually. Opeth. is
Opeth.
also-
Yeah, the thing about Opeth is like I know they're great. I know the front man, Jonas, I think,
Yeah.
is so talented, but I haven't really gotten into them.
No.
They have some cool songs. But you know, like the thing with bands like Opeth and like Tool and Meshuggah is like if you don't know anything about music and you just like the vibes, I think it's easier to get into them. But for me, because I like to try to analyze what I'm listening to, and the prog stuff is so hard sometimes because so they kind of confuse me sometimes. But I definitely think Opeth is a very, very talented band.
Okay. See, Carl here says Alice in Chains. I love Alice in Chains. think they're really good, or they were good at least when I think Stanley was the original singer before he passed away, right? Could be wrong. Some of their stuff there was just so good, you know. It was the sad fact was this, or maybe the good fact was that they were always in the shadow of Nirvana when they came out, you know. But I really like Alice in Chains. I think they're really awesome. Let's see here. Yeah. Now we have to check out Gorgotz. Yeah, it's awesome. Great Canadian technical death metal. Interesting. And there's a lot of, you know, like I said, you know, because it's funny when you start listening to metal, you know, like my journey hearing Black Sabbath Paranoid for the first time and being like, oh my God, what is this? You know, since I was basically raised up on something called Swedish dance band.
That's like Swedish country music,
yeah.
for those who don't.
Yeah. And that was actually a good, really good translation of it or definition of it. So, of course, she would play Queen because my mother do like Queen. So, but still, when I first time heard Black Sabbath Paranoid, I was sold immediately. It was like someone just, you know, put a spell on me. And that's how it developed, basically. Oh, a perfect circle. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Stop it, Andrew. Stop it.
He called them boring.
Who?
He calls them boring.
Yeah, no.
That'll make you sad.
Yeah, stop it, please. They make me sad. I actually would like to see them live. Actually, if I should be honest, because then also do we realize, you know, their sound is quite, you know, an acquired taste. So I understand if people doesn't like Tool or Perfect Circle or Pucifier, the band that Maynard is singer there, and all the bands are doing. I can really understand that. Left Hand Solution, such an unsure Swedish doom metal band, especially their debut. Love the female singer. Okay, never heard of them. Greg. This is Carl. If you like, go and check out Beyond Creation and Augury, also fundamental. Okay. Yeah, when it comes to Swedish band like that, one band I do like would be Cult of Luna. I do like them, what they're doing. I don't like all their songs. They're quite long, but some of their albums are... what's called Mariner, what's called. That album is really good. It's like 4 tracks in that album. They do a lot of... on that album, I think all the songs, or at least 2 of the songs, is they do with a female singer. So, really good. Really good.
Yeah. I remember listening to some YouTube channel doing a video on, the Evanescence song "Wake Me Up."
Yeah, I mean, Bring Me to Life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My apologies.
No.
It's called like "Wake Me Up" in brackets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Anyway.
We'll just do this. Oh, sorry. No, I was going to do this. So we can't hear him. You know, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, keep on.
So yeah, anyway, the record company basically didn't think her voice could carry the song, so they hired the guy to sing the chorus with her. Such a weird move because her voice is so powerful, and they were like, "No, this can't be metal." So dumb.
Yeah.
Mastodon.
Yeah,
Speaking of boring bands to see live, the worst time I've ever had a live show was watching Mastodon.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Fuck that band. I had such a bad time watching them.
Okay. I've not really heard that much from Mastodon, actually.
Yeah, they're pretty big. They had like one huge album, like Leviathan, I think.
Okay.
Came out around 2008 or something.
Okay. They do have some really cool art stuff on their albums.
Yeah.
I would like to see.
They're pretty cool. They're talented. I just had a really bad time watching them live for different reasons. So I have really, Greg. I have a thorn in the side for that band.
That was like when me and Sandra was watching Queen of the Stone Age live. They did like an outro. I think what's his name? He's the singer there, Josh, or what's his name? His name is. Yeah, he did an outro song there for like 20 minutes. Him just jamming on a guitar, basically for 20 minutes or something like that. And it was like, okay, maybe it was really cool if you were really high, because in that concert hall you could only smell weed basically. So many people were smoking. But I thought like, okay, this is a cool guitarist, the whole thing he did. But after like 5 minutes, I was like, okay, now I'm getting tired. Please stop. Please stop. Exactly, guy. We can't always like the same thing. And
I'm not saying
sure.
I'm not saying Mastodon is a bad band. I'm just saying because of that experience, I can't really enjoy them.
Yeah.
But you were talking about technical death metal earlier. I just want to throw Necrophages out there.
Okay.
Great fucking. I think they're like. He's German, I think. The guy Mohammed, his name is. I think he's of Saudi Arabian descent or something, and he's. Yeah, they're so cool. And I think the first album they did, I think he wrote it on like an acoustic guitar when he was 18 because his father broke his. It's some crazy story like that, and it's so technical and difficult music. So Necrophages, I would highly recommend. Especially the songs Extreme Unction and Fermented Awful Discharge. The solo in Fermented Awful Discharge is honestly one of the best solos ever recorded. Okay. No joke.
Caius, yeah. I never really listened to Caius. Queen of the Stone Age came out in my teenage years, with the, what's called? The Damned album was called. It's called Songs for the Deaf or whatever it was called. Or they had like Go With The Flow, No One Knows. Those songs on it there. It was just very cool when you heard it in those years, those times, because we were just drinking a lot and listening to rock music. So, and Go With The Flow was quite a cool video because it's animated with some interesting stuff. Great. So, Greg, Necrophages.
Stab Wound is great.
Yeah. Yeah. And let's see here. One of the best live albums I've heard is Heaven and Hell live at the Radio City Music Hall. Dio is a fucking god. Never really listened much to the guy.
Oh my god, Dio is a fucking god. Him, as far as metal goes, he's probably at least top 3 greatest singers of all time, if not the greatest.
Okay, people, write down your favorite singers in the comment section. And Emil, tell us the other two.
Dio will ban you. No, but Dio's voice is amazing.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds cool, Greg. I'll check that out, actually.
Okay. But Emil, what are the other two in your top 3?
I don't know. I don't really know. It's difficult.
It's difficult.
But Dio is definitely in there. It depends if you count metal as a separate or you like say rock and metal.
Yeah.
Because I think if you go like the old school rock / kind of early metal, I would say probably Halford, Dio, and Freddie Mercury. Because Freddie Mercury is my favorite frontman or singer in any band in any time. But if you go like metal, like vocally talented wise, it's really hard because Dio is really good. I like David Draiman from Disturbed, and talk about System of a Down earlier. Sir Chankian is a great vocalist. Yeah, there's so many, and Corey Taylor is a great singer as well, actually. So, Dio Chesterman. Like I said, it's so difficult, but you have to include Dio to your top 3. I think.
Yeah. Okay. But if I say metal, just like in the later years, because I can't really, because I never really listened to Dio. I must be very honest. Because I would, if I was say metal, that would be interesting. I would definitely, what's called Draiman was called in System. No, not System Down, but in Disturbed. Definitely, he is such a talented voice. I would also like to say, because I was a huge fan of this band, Corey Taylor from Slipknot and Stone Sour. Because the first time you heard Slipknot, you realized something on the first studio album they did, or mainstream album they did called Slipknot, that this guy could actually sing. You could actually sometimes hear it in the album songs or in the songs on that album, and he's really good at singing, Corey Taylor, in my view. And another one, that would be very hard, but I would like to say the singer in Cattle Decapitation.
Yeah.
Because he actually does have a really good voice when he starts singing, like in Death Atlas, even though that's more like fine polished, album. But still, I would say definitely the singer in.
Carl, I Like You. Pink Floyd.
What's it Carl said? Pink Floyd? Oh, okay.
Roger Waters, David
Chris
Gilmour.
Cornell. Yeah, Chris Cornell is really good as well. What do you say?
Eric is back.
Ooh. Eric, please write down your greatest
Top
metal
three.
singer. Yeah. Metal
Right now.
singers. Yeah, right now. Yeah, it's Rainbow.
Tom Araya.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any James Hetfield, and he would be actually quite high on my list. Like the 80s version of James Hetfield.
Okay.
Yeah, Mikael is his name. Yeah, I said Jonas earlier. His
Okay.
name is Mikael.
Okay, Okafelt. Okay.
Randy Blythe from Lamb of God. Cool ass voice.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many. Because as someone wrote in chat earlier, it's so varied. And you can like have he growls like a motherfucker. You can say like Corpse Grinder or something like that.
Mm.
Or you can go with like David Draymond, the softer.
Mm.
If we talk like growl, the rougher style, I don't remember her name, but the singer from Arch Enemy is definitely one of my favorites.
Which one of them? Because they have like one new female singer. You mean the first female singer?
I think it was the first. I don't know because
Angelica Glasgow, I think her name is Glasgow.
familiar.
Yeah,
I'll look it up quickly because
she was the second singer in that band, I think.
On War Eternal.
Yeah, I think that is her. I think I could be wrong. When it comes to growling, you mean like really crazy? I mean, definitely the singer in Cattle Decapitation. He is really amazing what he's doing. I would also like to say Die Artist Murder, actually, that Australian band, Die Artist Murder. He's like really crazy as well. And also, wow. My God, I will not say aborted because it's just very obnoxiously, but someone is really good like at growling. Must be actually I would do a female there. I would say Shemaya Otep from Otep, actually, especially the first album they did, like debut album Sevastra. Yeah, that one. I think when you hear a trick and all those stuff, when she's doing it, it's just really crazy. She's like really pissed off. Ooh. It says Ozzy, Phil Anselmo, George Clark from Deaf Haven. Okay. Oh, the singer from Parkway Drive. Yeah, he's also actually really good at what he's doing. How's it going, Emil? David Bowie.
Yeah. Of course, David Bowie is a legend, definitely.
Johnny Cash.
Speaking of like metal and David Bowie, there I can't remember the song now, but in Master of Puppets, and after the solo, there's a part of the song that goes, and that's like directly copied from a David Bowie song.
Yeah,
that is
Eric
sacred.
says something. Sheena from Deftones. I can agree. He's also really good. Singer of Leprous, and heard of them.
It's a song Andy Warhol.
Emil looks like Bowie. David Bowie.
I do. I don't know.
People say I look like Shadow, but I have no idea who he is.
I don't sing like Bowie, I can promise you that.
That was an interesting thing. I mean, people have told me when I was like, that must have been some years ago, many years ago, before I even moved to Kristianstad. I was actually, some people said I was look like Jack Osborne. It happened on occasions, actually.
Yeah, that's right. That's
It actually happened
true.
on occasions that some people would go up to me. Oh my God, you look like you look like someone. It's really famous. And I was like, is it Jack Osborne? And they're like, yeah. How did you know? Because people always tell me that apparently I look like him. So yeah. What should we drink now, people? Let's do this one, Emil. Come on.
Oh, come on, man. Don't do
Come
this.
on. One for the road, people.
One for the road.
Wait.
I feel like I've forgotten it. I'm sorry I'm doing a lot of research live, but I feel like
It's
I
okay.
forgot some great singers. I will go to my trusty Spotify list and check out.
Yeah.
John Maynard, we have to mention, of course. I think
John
we missed
Maynard.
him.
Which band is that now? I recognize that name. God damn it.
It's Tool. Maynard, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Yeah, Maynard it is. Yeah. Keenan Maynard, isn't it? Yeah, John Keenan.
Yeah, what did I say?
You said John, but it doesn't matter.
Sorry.
Maynard from Tool. Yeah.
Yeah, Maynard. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're forgiven. I will mute you again, so.
We do this.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
that's better.
Oh. Then everyone said, where did David Bowie go?
I don't know, but he was right next to Shadow a second ago.
Yeah. Shadow.
What do you think of
Ne upplivas.
I've never heard of them.
How do you pronounce that? Ne obliviska chorus.
Fredrik, I got a good one. The singer from Silencer.
My God, the anguish.
Yeah. Has anyone heard Silencer?
Greg, you're doing us one more recent metal love. The
Rivers of Nile.
You know what? Amazing. No, Carl, you're totally fine with loving him. I have seen Elton John live, actually. I really like him as well.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to be on this still. Yeah, if anyone wants to pop in, yeah, sure. I will invite. Let's do this. Copy it. So, there we go. I think, is it copied there? There we go. Let's do it like this. There we go. If anyone wants to join, come on, join, people. We are free all the way to Monday. So,
ABBA is a great band.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's like that, we should say Roxette as well, and Ace of Base.
All good bands, definitely.
All good bands, yeah, definitely.
Morrissey, my girlfriend is a big fan of Morrissey. He's got a distinctive voice. That guy. Is his name John? Everyone is named John in my head.
We should do an episode called the one called.
No, he's called Stephen Patrick Morrissey. Patrick Morrissey.
Okay.
Yeah. The Who, not the old The Who, the Mongolian band The Who. They're also really cool because he does like throat singing.
Here we go. Hi, Eric.
Hello. Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Nice to see you. I don't think we've ever actually got to stream before, Frederick. So it's great.
I know.
Yeah, throwing me the link, man. It's awesome to see you.
Everyone is welcome here if they want to join. Greg as well, or Carl, or
how do I pronounce your name? I just want to make sure I get it right.
Me?
Yeah.
Emil.
Emil? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. Where
are you coming from?
Sweden.
From from the same place. We're basically neighbors. We're co-workers.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Always good to have whiskey friends as co-workers.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when they're as generous as Frederick is.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I have to say, I was sick for a few days from work, and when I came back, on my desk was a bag of samples that he just left there. So
I mean, you need to try them. Try before you buy. Seriously.
Exactly.
I got to get sick more often then.
I think so.
Yeah. So, Eric, where do you live now? Is it in Philadelphia or?
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was just realizing I was actually wearing a metal shirt.
Yeah, Black
Oh my Carl. Little Black Sabbath Volume 4. Yeah. Can go wrong.
I'm
I'm in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What am I, like 7 hours behind you? Something like that?
Yeah. No.
It could be. Yeah.
Probably.
A few years ago, I actually lived in Ohio. Actually,
You did?
working as an au pair in Columbus, Ohio, outside there. I think no, yeah, Columbus. It was Columbus. Yeah, Columbus.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
2000. When was it? 2008, I think it was.
No kidding.
No,
It's
2007.
Ohio.
2008,
All right.
I think. Yeah, outside Ohio. It was an experience.
Yeah, that's Columbus is. I've not spent much time in Columbus. In fact, I've not spent a lot of time in Ohio. I'm from Wisconsin originally, so not too far from there. But
I mean, one of your states is like half our country,
yeah, it's true.
basically. So it's like quite big.
Very true. Very true. I gotta find a nice dram to join you guys with. I gotta watch it. I'm gonna do this live stream later, and I'm gonna end up.
Yeah, I understand that.
Trash otherwise. You were talking about. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this as the Highland Park 2021.
Cool.
We'll do this one. It's been a minute since I've had this.
Oh, we got one more here. Let's see here.
21.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
Yeah.
Hello, how's it going?
Yeah. Oh, great.
Hey, Andrew. How are you?
Good. How are you all?
You're just fine. That's so cool. We have people all around the world, and I think Greg is also going to try to join as well. This is really cool.
That's the United Nations of
The whole
Whiskey.
chat on live. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's just fun.
Not everyone can do that. Yeah.
We have people
Well,
from
it's not
different.
so peacefully.
So, how's in Australia, Andrew?
It's a bit grey at the moment,
It's great.
but otherwise it's all good.
Oh, that's good.
Summertime in Australia, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Coming up to the end of summer.
I could use some of that. I look out my window right now and it is very overcast and there's about 3 inches of snow and it's like sort of raining, ice, sleet thing going on.
Same thing here today.
We've
Yeah.
actually not had much in the way of winter here in Philly this year. It's been cold, like 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is Celsius, but us Americans, we got to use our own measurements for everything that make no sense at all.
I think it's about freezing, right?
Yeah, that's yeah. So it's about freezing, but
Yeah.
not too bad.
I think 32 is 0 Celsius. Yeah. Pretty sure.
That makes sense.
That was really weird when you lived in New Zealand, and I live in New Zealand and in the States. When the metric system there, because you were so used to our metric system, and you were like, okay, you can only drive this fast, you can only bake with this, or you were like, but how fast am I driving really? And what are the temperature? So I was like, it's really hot, and you're going really fast. I was like, I'm not going fast.
I'm only going 60.
Yeah, we're going to go 60.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know the metric system to save my life. The only thing in the United States that's like metric is that all the time is like tools for cars and things like that. Like when you fix a car, everything is in metric, and so that's if you do that a lot, you tend to learn metric. But other than that, you're not so much.
The funny thing is my dad still has like a lot of old tools, like especially for like cars and things like that, like these old wrenches that are all in the imperial system.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's wild. Man, I opened up a bourbon today.
Which one?
It's called Evan Williams Single Barrel. And Evan Williams is like not it's kind of a bottom shelf, but usually their quality really punches above its weight. This single barrel that they make, they put out one every year, and it's usually like 7 or 8 years old, and they're like a great bargain. They're like in American dollars, these are like $25, which is just like stupid cheap for a single barrel bourbon. This 2012 is awful. It's
Okay.
so bad. It has no body at all. Like the nose smells great. I'm really disappointed. I had one of these 2 years ago, and I was like, "Wow, this stuff is really great for the price." But man, this is a real bummer, and I'm disappointed. I want my $20.
Yeah, if that would have been in Sweden, I think it would cost like 50, 60 euros.
Right.
Because they're always really expensive.
Yeah, probably be about the same here. You'd probably be paying about $50 or so for that.
Yeah, well, we have the crazy Scotch prices, so that's it. It all
Yeah, you have those really weird taxes. You know, there is no taxes on the price, right? Because when you pay it, you did put on taxes, right?
Oh, really?
Or or you have it, don't or not?
There's no. Are you saying like the taxation of it?
Yeah, because I remember when I lived in Ohio, I remember that was when I bought the DVDs and all that, when that was popular, you know.
Yeah.
There was always a tax afterward when you were paying for it, you know. So I
Yeah,
don't know how
yeah.
liquor is. Could be a different rule about it.
Yeah. We have there's definitely a sales tax, and it's different in each state. The like alcohol rules in the United States are so crazy. So like the Jack Daniels, I don't know if you know this story, but Jack Daniels is of course like one of the biggest, if not the biggest whiskey names in the United States. Yeah. But you can't actually drink in the county that it's made in.
I heard about
it's a dry county. So basically it was like settled by a bunch of religious people way back in the day, and it's codified into the language or into the law. And like, yeah, Lynchburg is a dry county. I think they've made a couple exceptions in the recent years where you're allowed to taste like a minuscule amount, or you're allowed to purchase. You can buy stuff there, but you just can't like drink it there. I think they can give you a little taste, but that's it. It's like, it's crazy.
That's really
Are they at least allowed to drink in the distillery?
No, it's illegal. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super.
That's bad.
You have a question, Eric?
When are you doing a new live with Maria? Oh, I don't know. We shall see. Hopefully, maybe sometime in the next month or so. I don't know. Hopefully sooner than later. Let's just put it that way. Well, yeah, we'll see. I'm not quite sure just yet when we're gonna do that. But we were talking about maybe doing a little show at some point. But got to figure out a couple other things first. If you catch my drift, Carl.
Yeah. Eric, I have a question for you. How much do you pay for this one? This is the Colonial, what's it called?
Colonial. Is that the small batch?
Yeah. How much do you pay for that in the States around?
If you find it on the shelf, that's probably $50 to $60 US.
You're serious?
But here's the thing. Like there's a secondary, like they're not always, it's not exclusive, but it's not also easy to get either. So sometimes people will pay upwards of like over $100 for it, which is probably a little bit crazy. But like the barrel proof E.H. Taylor is really hard to get, and that goes on secondary markets for like $400 when it's probably like $120 bottle. It's just because the bourbon boom. It's crazy. But yeah, that E.H. Taylor's probably. I found one actually maybe a year ago. It was like $55 probably.
Cool. I found mine in Scotland.
Imagine what that cost you to get shipped over there.
No, I actually found mine in Scotland when I was there the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I paid like £100 for it or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's expensive, but it's not actually as bad. I've seen people pay that or more in the States on secondary markets.
Yeah, I've seen some really crazy prices on the bourbon.
I mean, it's good stuff, but
Yeah. We used to have the what's called Blanton's Gold Edition here in Sweden for like €55 or something like that.
Man,
it was really worth the price. Yeah. But now they amped up the price, so I think it's like €75 or something like that.
Oh my God! You should buy every bottle of it you can and send it to me, and then I'll sell it and split the profit with you. You can sell you can sell those for $200 a piece in the U.S. on secondary market easily.
Emil, we're gonna go out now, so we're gonna do some. Greg, you can always join if you want to. Greg, join seriously. Oh,
so even in Australia, Blanton's is very expensive. It's not a cheap bourbon at all.
I don't get it. I mean, it's good, but like, it's not the most amazing bourbon in the world right now. The regular single barrel Blanton's in the United States. People are paying upwards of like $140, $150 for it on secondary market, which is absolutely.
For me, like I would rather pay. I would rather buy something like Buffalo Trace or something like that than Blanton's, and I can get it for about half the price difference.
For sure. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the money.
Yeah.
So
People
we have
are-
Greg here as well. Hi,
Hey,
Greg.
Hi,
Can you hear
Greg.
us?
Welcome.
Nice to see you, bud.
Greg.
So I'm not on cam, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're.
Oh,
on
I
here.
mean, okay, hi.
Yeah, you're
We
in.
see you.
Fantastic to have you all there.
Yeah.
And I had the T-shirt for the occasion.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I know Fred don't like Star Wars, right?
Not a big fan, but I can make exceptions and find company.
Well, I found this too funny to let it go. And great T-shirt, Eric as well. Black Sabbath, yeah.
Sure.
What do you have,
And
Anthony?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Mine is just Mothra.
Ooh, Godzilla. Nice.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
nice. And I have Ghost, but no one seems to care.
I
I'm
love
not
Ghost.
really a fan.
I love Ghost.
I prefer Portal from Australia,
Okay.
which is more extreme, with a
But
crazy look.
now that we have some an American in the in the live, we have to say they're called Ghost BC in America. I think it's really weird
Why are they
Oh.
called BC? Okay, before Christ.
because I think Ghost is trademarked there, so that
Oh,
they're
really?
marketing
I
in
haven't seen
America.
that, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
but still, they're really good live.
Yeah, they are.
Andrew's gonna kill me if I show this.
It's a Star Wars.
Yeah,
So yes.
French exclusive La Maison du Whisky pick.
Come on. Say
wow.
it to my face now.
Well, it's opening. It's opening close, little by little. At first, it was very brutal.
Yeah.
It's first fill Australian sherry. They call it Apera, but it's
I'm gonna have
50.
to. Sorry, I gotta hop off for a minute because my food is
Okay.
arriving, but I'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, you can
Sorry about that.
bring
Yeah, catch you guys in a minute.
where's
Maria
the-
as
here's
well
the-
if you like. Yeah, it's
I had to
first
say that-
fill. Yeah.
That label is very pretty.
It is.
Let me show it to you a bit
Yeah,
better.
I
It's a-
like that.
It's a very that label. Like, it's a very simple, but it's an effective looking label.
It reminds me
Yeah,
a bit of like Kilkerran, the simplicity, the minimalism.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was the same kind of label they did for the Whiskey Exchange store pick as well, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So
their
very
standard labels are different to that.
240 bottles, only 58.5, 2020. On the paper, I thought it would have been Whiskey of the Year in the list, but not sure when I opened it. It's less brutal. It's more like a kind of Abuna, if you want to understand the style. Abuna, that would be a bit too young, but not
that's-
necessarily only on the alcohol, strong alcohol side. There's some nice estery notes, which I wonder if it's the distillate that manages to shine through, but it's difficult. The sherry does all the talking. But I had it for 77 euros with the help of a friend instead of 110. So I said, store pick, special thing. Okay, we know La Maison du Whisky is brutal in his picks. Often they pick the most spicy, the strongest ones. Not always, but no, my biggest crush. So I have a good nose because I saw some reviews, and when I was to buy this French amazing whiskey wine, matured and then amphora finished in an amphora that held red wine. There was a rum side, a rum corner, and this was the last bottle. The nobiliary I talked earlier on, Emil and Frederick.
Yeah.
Can you see the color of this? Oh my God.
Looks
And then
beautiful.
no additives, no sugar. In Barbados, they're not allowed.
Okay.
So I didn't try this one. I tried one which was a 2008 vintage. And it was 12 years ex-bourbon. This one is 14 years ex-bourbon, but it's tropical aging. So it's almost a double. But it was so good, the 12 years old already. I said, okay, let's try it for 75 or so euros. Yeah, honestly, the first pour, it's like a 20 years old bourbon cask strength, so thousands of euros stuff. So, wow.
Hampton.
Sometimes you get lucky, man.
Yeah, I'm
It's,
very impressed. I'm more impressed this one than the Starward, but who knows? It have to breathe. It has to breathe.
Yeah.
Is it like Hampton? I think there's another quite popping up now called Hampton. I think they're called.
Yeah, it's very good. I've known some others that were really impressive from Enmore, Caroni. I have a Caroni before the prices jumped like hell. But yeah, I only have 3 or 4 rums, kind of high-end stuff. But I wanted to have some of the most praised ones, not necessarily have a dozen. And I'm very happy I have this, but it's not a beginner's rum, not at all. They have a range. I learned they have a range that's more affordable. That's called Dorley's, which is also
we have it here.
Foursquare.
Yeah, I have it here.
But I never tried any, so.
Me neither.
No, me and Amy, we actually got a sample from a follower of ours, Jim, and he gave us a rum that he had done a finish in, Isla casks from Arbeck 10-year-old, I think.
I think it was Ronnie's Clavo rum.
Yeah, 62% or something like that. It was really nice. So, Andrew, do you like...
Extremely good.
You know, you've done some, I think there's some Australian rum, aren't there?
There's a lot of distilleries here that are doing rum now. Yeah. I've tried. I'm not much of a rum drinker myself. I have tried some of them, but at the moment, I haven't really found one that's just made me go, "Wow, man, this is absolutely amazing." Yeah, I don't know. There's one that I tried recently, and for some reason, like, you know, when you really want to enjoy something, and there's notes there that you really enjoy, but then there's always that one dominant feature of it that just keeps coming around, and it just keeps destroying those positive notes about it.
You mean like
it was this one that I tried. The easiest way to describe the taste, you know how like when you get that smell from like burning plastic, but it's like electrical burning plastic from like an electrical fire. It's like a very pungent type of plastic burning smell. That's the way it tasted, on top of things like fresh apples and pears, and it had these really nice notes that would come through, but then that horrible taste would just come through and then just wipe it all out. I don't know if maybe they had used like a burnt molasses or something like that to make the rum, but it was not very enjoyable.
It doesn't sound enjoyable.
No, like I said, it had some really positive notes about it, but unfortunately, the overall experience is just like, I can't do it.
Oh.
Sounds a bit like when we were trying the Bushmill for the first time, and we were like, "This, there's some nice. It's kind of nice, some nice notes, but there's this taste of like soap in the background."
Yeah.
10 is difficult for me.
That's the way it is sometimes.
Yeah. Just want to say hi to Rickard. Hi, Rickard.
Hi, Rickard.
Hello, Swede as well. So it's really nice.
What's the origins? What's the brand? Is it Foursquare as well?
Which one?
The Originus Prime Whiskey is talking about.
Yes, it's Caroni. Isn't that like an old distillery?
Oh, Caroni.
Yeah. That's like a closed rum distillery, isn't it? Or I could be really wrong.
I've never heard any of it. The
Oh,
best
there's
rum
so
I've
many.
ever had is probably been some Ronnie's Clavo or something.
Yes, smells shit.
Is it the port one?
Yes,
Frederick?
it is. Yeah, this is my, why you should always try before you buy.
Yeah, and honestly, I hate the packaging.
Your pride and joy.
I hate the red packaging and the blue packaging and the green packaging.
I put this under my pillow every night, just to remind myself.
It's so expensive.
I know.
You know what? I did a master class. It's almost me who did it. It's not a joke, because the woman who was there was... Okay, forget it. and I had to explain her the different versions she was pouring to people and what is Highland Park, but never mind. They had this, they had the ice, and they had the 18, and they had the tattoo. What was the full name?
Twisted Tattoo?
Twisted Tattoo. On the paper, I think, because I don't like the look of the Twisted Tattoo, they don't know which which market to strike. So they say, let's go for tattoos, let's go for this, for that, for and finally that one beated the ice and the fire. No, I don't agree. It's very good, but there's the 21, the 25, some single cask. The Thor I have is very good as well, the full volume. So I won't follow you on such radical statement, but of course you're not talking about the worst one.
Which one is that?
The 30 years old, which is now skyrocketing as the official 30 years old. Highland Park is skyrocketing at 1,000 euros or 700 or...
Rickard says that's the only one he likes.
Yeah,
So
he has luxury
we have a
tastes.
fight going on.
Oh,
He has luxury tastes. But
well,
it is not...
yeah, he has quite some interesting whiskey reviews. He does. I mean, he likes what he likes. I mean, he bought the...
No, I am not criticizing.
No, he bought the Arbeck 25-year-old. And he did a review on it. I really like the fact that he actually opened the bottle, because there were a lot of people who didn't.
That's good.
A lot of people who didn't open that bottle because they were going to sell it, on secondary market. But he opened it and did a review on it. Really, I mean, he really likes his Isla, and I like that.
Very
I just
good.
like that he opened it. It's a lot of good area,
Like me, I opened my last Port Ellen, and I know I'm not having others unless I won a lottery. Yeah, this was good, despite it was a wine finish. The Rioja Spanish wine did work very well with Highland Park. It was not overpowering it. Now, it's not a masterpiece at the same time, but 70, 80 euros instead of 180 or 250 for the ice and the fire. No, come on.
I think I paid 200 euros each for my bottles. Yeah, no. That's why I'm still keeping it, So every time someone is here, and they were like, "Hey, you want to try?"
There's not
It's
many people
it's a
coming
conversation piece for you, basically.
Yeah. Andrew, are you drinking anything, or is it just still too
No,
early?
it's unfortunately I've got to go to work today, so I've got to behave myself. Otherwise, I would be joining you in a dram. But
We will
yeah.
draft.
I've got to be a good boy. In my head, I'm drinking the lime burners that I bought yesterday. So
Long time I haven't tried them.
Yeah.
Discovered them in Whiskey Live 10 years ago.
yeah,
So are they doing
was
good?
able to get it for a very good price, so I couldn't pass up the opportunity. So
Okay.
I think I got it for almost half the price of what it was originally going for. So I saw it and I said, screw it, I'm getting it.
Which one is it? Prime Whiskey, your Port Ellen? I'm very curious. Because I did try a lot of Port Ellen, but I have only one, and I did have two others that are finished successively.
Silverlock is there.
Oh, hi, Vic.
Oh, hi.
Oh my God, the prices.
Yeah, I mean, they had a release, I think it was last week or the week before that, with a 45-year-old Ben Romack co-range, or it was an official release.
Okay.
I think it took like 680 euros here in Sweden for a 45-year-old Ben Romack.
Well, I tried the 50 for free in a whiskey show
How was
because I had my business card of Greg's Whiskey Guide.
Can we borrow that, please? You can send
Send a copy.
It
It was nice to be
surprising.
shared, Greg. Thanks.
It was surprisingly very light in oak and very nice. Oh, okay. Oh, they did some stunning releases. Douglas Lang did some 25, 26, 27. Now they're having 37, etc. crazy prices.
We're
Me,
talking
I'm
now we're
modestly
talking about
having
prices now.
this.
Yeah.
I'm modestly having this because I'm going to do a review with 5 different 12 years old. It cost me 42 euros.
Take care, Eric.
Oh, okay.
Take care, Eric.
Cheers. Maybe later on, Eric.
And as to what we're talking about tonight, we started off talking about surviving the whiskey apocalypse. Basically, we had a surprise guest named Shadow and his sidekick Shame. And later on, Frederick joined us, and now we talked about music for a while. Now we're complaining about whiskey prices, I think.
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
If you want to complain about whiskey prices, then all you've got to do is come to Australia. That's where the ridiculous things are. We don't
I think
have a
we all
choice.
feel that way, don't we?
And you know
Yeah,
what,
like,
Andrew? The distillery keeps on sending me newsletters for their new release of Sullivan's Cove.
Oh, cool.
Each time I'm thinking of you, and when I see the prices,
Tell them to send it to me instead. There's no point sending it to France.
well, they only send the letters, the announce of release, not the whiskies, because 18 years old for 2,000 euros. Okay, come on,
Man, an 18-year-old, there's not many distilleries that you could say would be doing an 18-year-old Australian
sure.
whiskey. That is
Maybe Bakery Hill, maybe.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think Tasmania is probably
They don't
the only
stock,
place
right?
that would be able to do it, because unfortunately the rest of our climate would just with the angel share alone, after 18 years you would probably have maybe 5 mils left in the barrel.
Yeah, honestly, between us, we're alone. Andrew, do you really think an 18 years old from Sullivan's Cove is going to be good?
Probably not.
I'm not sure, because
To be
already
honest,
10 years old, 12 years old, sorry, Patrick, if you're hearing, I worked for Patrick. I was
haven't
already
tried-
very on the edge of being too oaky.
Yeah.
At 10 or
I
12. So.
I haven't tried any Sullivan's Cove myself. Unfortunately, they're just too expensive and way out of my price range. But even over here,
this will come.
Like, Sullivan's Cove is like one of those ones that, because they've won like so many of like the big awards in the past, they're still they're riding that wave.
It's my fault as well.
A lot of people have said that initial release that won the awards was really good, but everything else after it is just about average, and it's really not worth the price.
I got it. And I'm saving you some when your family is going to go here and bring you back the sample, because I don't have the right to send there. But I agree with you, because when there were 60, for people who don't know, there were single casks.
Yep.
Only a few hundred bottles, 60% ABV systematically, except for one called double cask, mixing port and bourbon. Otherwise, the full bourbon and full port were 60% ABV, 7 or 8 years old. They were stunning, honestly. And I was very proud when they say, you liked what we do. Do you want to represent us in France for La Maison du Whisky for just the few Whiskey Live shows? I said, oh, yeah. And then I had free stuff, open bottles at the end of the show. So I cannot complain. That's how I have 6 or 7 bottles.
Great. You have a question here.
Sorry?
You have a question here from Richard from Prime
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Is that how it tastes like?
Nah, I'm not a fan.
That's what Helly's word tastes like.
Huge marketing about them everywhere. They appear in. I hope they're not watching, but I don't care, honestly. They're distributed everywhere. Every place, every retailer has them. The recent smoky expression, you know that sometimes peat is used to hide average or wick distillate, right, guys? Or wine cask. So it's what they do. And those ones are nice, are okay. But the other ones are still very average. The kind of gentian some kind of used verbena or used water. I don't like them. Plus, there's something about the attitude of the owners. I won't go too far in there, but I really hate this kind of behavior. I've never seen such people dissing other French distilleries like that. That's all I'm gonna say. And I don't like this kind of where in other countries they're all friends together, or they play their enemies, but it's
But they still
more
support
fair
each
than,
other.
yeah. There it's war, you know. And when a few years ago, I'm just gonna say that while they were struggling to find regulations about French whiskey, and now there are 2 regulations basically on 2 areas only of France. It's crazy. Alsace in the east and Brittany on the west, if you see the map. But even with a kind of French SWA, to make it short, even to get together to speak about this, there were fights and almost going into court. There were very aggressive argue in Facebook. I'm not in Facebook, so I can not tell, but I saw some excerpts.
Sorry, guys, I just
So
have to drop out for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew.
So the you know, the way they came across to the audience, debating and fighting in public, even in words, it was very rude to hear, because there's a place for everyone. There are now around 40 distilleries and 20 or 13 debottlers. Some say 80 distilleries. I don't believe it. So there's a room for everyone. So I forgot the initial question.
Ricard, why are you talking about that date? Seriously, we do not talk about that date. It's gonna hurt.
I don't think that's a real date. I think he made that up. Rickard is lying to everyone.
No, we're not.
I don't understand.
The 4th of March is when me and Frederick spend
shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Fuck. They are gonna have quite a lot of releases that day.
The 3rd of March is the last time we will eat food in half a year.
Oh, it's Istanbul. I get released. The date.
Yeah, we're gonna hunt some wabbits.
Yeah, Carl, you're on point. You're on point.
There we go. Oh,
hey, Andrew's back.
Welcome back, Andrew.
Yeah, sorry, the battery on my laptop was dying and I didn't have the charger with me.
But I do want
That's how he goes.
once again, seriously.
Ooh, which one is this?
High Coast.
Oh, the Berg. We don't have it here. Damned. We don't have it in France.
And it's just a finish.
So good.
It's a finish in PX cask. So it's not a full filtration.
Oh, yeah, but look at the color, my God.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what is good is this distillery doesn't have any coloring or chill filtering. They're really the real deal, right?
Yeah.
I love them. I really prefer them to McMyra. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree.
But I still agree. Love some McMyras. But if you tell me, Greg, I offer you a really great bargain on 5 bottles of McMyra or 5 bottles of High Coast. High Coast anytime.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem with McMyra, though, it's not a problem because you have to be here in Sweden, even though I know there's still a lot of love for
It was not my opinion before I tried High Coast.
Yeah, I mean, High Coast is better in my opinion, but I have tried a few single cask or private casks McMyras. They are exceptional, really good.
Oh yeah, there's some not very good.
They're really good.
It's,
you know, it's private. That was just for private. There are people who own those casks, so hopefully in the years to come, McMyra will do that. But still, McMyra is very adventurous. What they're doing, a lot of cask maturations,
a bit too much sometimes.
Like the one I think in English you would say grunt tea. But
I haven't tried that one. I'm curious.
About that one. Yeah, they have one that's.
Have you tried it?
Green
Emil?
tea?
Yeah, green tea.
Green tea.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know which one I tried. I tried one which to me tasted like bland tea with milk in it. Yeah, at a wedding. really bad stuff.
It was the first edition one.
Okay.
Or you
But have you
had-
tried? Yeah, sorry.
You have to respect them though, because
Oh, yeah,
as you
yeah,
said,
I know.
Frederick, they were
Plus, I know
like
the
first ones, but I don't like them
pioneers.
either.
pioneers of Swedish whiskey, especially
Exactly.
internationally.
Yeah,
I know.
but
I met them in Whiskey
not a
Lives
fan.
for years.
Yeah.
And, but have you tried? I saw an announcement, but unfortunately not for France, of Smogen, first 8 years old.
I have not.
Kind of orange stuff. Smogen, I don't know how you pronounce that.
Yeah, Smögen.
Smögen.
Yeah.
You're
Smogen.
spot on. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
So have you heard of it? Tried it? No.
They have a 8-year-old. Is that the? I think Rickard might know that actually. Prime whiskey. He might know. That. He should know that. Yeah. Rickard, do you know about the 8-year-old? Is that the sherry one? Sherry one, Barry K, or Rickard should know that. I think because I think he likes. If I'm not wrung.
Let me see if I find.
I have one, but that's a Sauternay one.
Sautern. Just say Sautern.
Yes.
And now you will really come across as a true French. I'm joking, but it's true.
Yeah, it's a batch. It's batch 2 of the 8-year-old. Okay, what kind of cask maturation is that, Rickard?
I'm searching for information. Master of Malt has one, 2011. First Field Sautern, that's right.
Yeah, that must be the one I have. But the one
it's an old one, yeah, 1890. And batch 2 is, let me check. It's Sautern as well. I don't know. Well, Sautern as well. So sweet wine from France.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Supposed to bring some buttery and a bit meaty, honeyed notes and yellow fruits. Actually, it does marvels with the best French distillery, in my opinion, Glenarmor. I have 2 expressions. I'm going to send you, Frederick, some. And oh my God, it's so good. Yeah. And I'm going to do something. I'm going to, what is it? Okay.
It's like a single cask.
Each one has his teasers, Andrew. So, you know.
Yep.
They're going to do a release now, Greg, apparently next week, I think, where they're going to do a new series, this Selected Swedes. It's an independent bottler here in Sweden. So they're going to do like a tasting pack, 20 centiliters. So there's like a whole range of those Selected Swedes ones. So I'm going to try to see how much they cost first. Because 4th of February, you know, it's just going to be hurtful.
I have a question, actually.
Yeah.
Something I've been thinking about since you guys joined. Since now we're 2 Swedes here, to 1 Australian, a French guy. If say like an alien ship lands on Earth, lands in your country, and they say, "Hey, we want to blow everything up. We hate you guys, but we might save you if you can offer us something good." What whiskey would you give them?
Love the question.
Yeah. You can only choose one. If they don't like it, you're dead. They blow you up.
Oh, good. I love that challenge.
That is so dramatic.
Well, it's easy for me.
And it has to be local because they want to spare the place where it came from, you know.
Are you me from Paris?
Your country.
Then I'm dead because it's not good.
Your country, at least.
Oh, okay, my country. I'm saved.
Yeah.
I'm saved with Glenarmor, or let's say Cornog, which I probably drop some blind for Frederick because he's gonna say, "Oh, Greg, your Ardbeg 20 years old is very good," and I will say, "No, it's a French 4 years old." So good it is.
Yeah.
So I'm saved with a Brittany distillery.
So you made it. Okay, good for you,
Andrew. Your turn.
For me, at the moment, the one that I'm going to, it's the one that I mentioned earlier. It's the Joaja Distillery. They're a New South Wales distillery that's probably about an hour and a half away from me. But unfortunately for me, though, that batch 7 is no longer available. Okay. And it is by far one of the best. It is one of the best sherry cask whiskies I've ever had. To me, it destroys Glendronach. And the good thing about So they're very lucky, this distillery, because one, they grow their own barley, but they're Spanish background, and they have family that makes sherry in Spain. So they import their
Yeah, I saw your video.
they've imported their PX casks and bought them here, and that's probably one of the best sherry cask whiskies I've ever had.
But
So do you think you'll make it? They'll spare you?
They'll spare me. If they
It's
tried
awesome.
that, they'll
now,
spare
at
me.
least. Until you run out.
Until we run out.
Yeah. Frederick, what would you say?
What would I would say? Oh my god.
Sorry, Greg. Did you want to ask a question? I'm sorry.
No. So I was going to say same for you, but I know Frederick's answer will be Bergslagen. But what's your answer, Emil, to the question then?
Yeah, Bergslagen.
Is it the same as Frederick?
Frederick, you're predictable. No, I think for me, I would have to. I would actually have to say the Berg. I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
I
haven't tried that much Swedish whiskey actually.
I've done a bad job, apparently. So, yep.
You have.
As
You're
I
a poor
understand,
guy.
there are around 10 distilleries there, but most of them are local, right? So they're not exporting. They're not even nationally providing whiskies, right?
Really small production, the most.
Because there's some infos there about Swedish whiskies each year.
Yeah, Ingvar.
You see them grow, but there's only 3 or 4 names that really come out even in the press.
Yeah.
So basically, McMire, Smogen, Spirit of Ven, and High Coast. It's the 4 that seems to do some commercial activity.
There is Isle of Lyme. There is Isle of Lyme. What's the other one? Algiator, I think it is. It's one of those that started now.
My point, sorry, I never asked you the question, except those 4. We may speak about those 4 big brands, I know, for Sweden. Have you tried any other distilleries, and have you made the trip to visit? Is it easy? Are they available in System Bolaget, at least for you? It's the thing I will ask.
First of all, we live quite south, so the closest one for us is Ven, which is actually not far. I think that would be like at highest 2 hours from here. Take a train and then the ferry over there. I was there not last year, but the year before that. But the other ones are quite up north.
Okay.
So High Coast will be really up north for us. That would be like.
For instance, sorry to be a bit insisting. If you go to a bar in your country, in your place, or let's say the biggest town not far from you, Emil or Frederick, you come in there and say, I'd like to have a Swedish whiskey. What do you have? Would they say we have only McMyra or Spirit of Ven, or would they say, guys, I have 10 references of 5 different distilleries for you? I'm curious.
That was a good question.
I'm not sure.
It's been so long time since I've been to a pub. That was good to say.
Yeah,
I know. But
I think,
of course, it depends on like what the pub specializes in, I guess.
Yeah, I think Bishop.
Let's say the best one, the one with the best choice.
I think for us, it would be Bishop Arms. I would say.
But if we say we went to Malmö, they would probably there's probably some pub there that has like
Bishop Arms,
a good selection of Swedish whiskey, I guess.
I mean, Bishop Arms has a lot of them. You know, it's a franchise here. Swedish, like a British.
So there are means to taste your local production still.
Yeah, I think Bishop Arms in Malmö at the Gustav Hellström, or not Gustav, but in Gustavs Torg, which is a square. They have had a living cask McMyra there once, so you could actually try this. When they just said it's cask there, you're sitting there on the pub, so you could try. But the problem there is they're so little produced of these whiskeys, so every time they're having a release, a lot of people are like going crazy for them.
Okay.
So once I managed to get one Smögen and one Gammelstille. The Gammelstille is amazing. It's really good. I don't know if Rickard is still here because he probably knows a lot more because he's no more into the whole whiskey here in Sweden, the tastings and all that.
But we don't hear much about them, even if they're hard to
I
find.
think because there's so small production. There's such a small
Okay.
production. You know, I think Yammastilla, when they release this, is ridiculously small. This one's here, for example, Vatterdalen. I have 2 releases here. They're rye whiskies. These are like 400 bottles.
Wow.
And I think this one was like...
You can go on full picture if you like to.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're rye
okay.
whiskey.
Oh, cool.
I mean, this one is really good. I haven't really tried this one yet. But
Very
it's really-
old-fashioned labels.
yeah, it's but it's very good. It's very good. It's just
Terrible, terrible answer from Prime Whiskey. Maybe it's why the. Would you agree with him? That's why we don't hear much. It's because locals prefer Scotch.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure. Since I haven't tried that much, I'm not sure.
Ooh,
But
it
it's-
has a barrel in one of the distilleries.
Oh,
Wow.
Cool.
yeah. I have.
Silverlock has a couple of questions as well about the instant. In the
Oh,
chat.
sorry. No, I don't have those Evic.
No.
I don't try it even because we didn't. We in 2020 we for people to understand about the French situation, the COVID basically shut down every whiskey fair. La Maison du Whisky makes a fair in Whiskey Live. It's Paris. It's called in September usually. And Salon du Gars, Club Expert du Gars, it's a smaller one, makes it in October. And the Salon du Gars, it's the distributor for Dinston, Springbank, Cadenheads, Ian MacLeod, what else? Some of those, also some new distilleries, Wolfburn as well. So that means we're deprived from Springbank, Dinston, Letcheg, Tobermory, Bunnahaven this year. We don't have the novelties access to those novelties.
I would say
So
Sweden.
you're stuck with all the French things that nobody wants.
Oh, more and more people want here, but it depends which one.
Yeah.
But sure, Scotch is the winner everywhere. And in France, we're the country that is the most consumer of Scotch whiskey and of blends in particular. Not high-end blends, I'm afraid, because they mix it in the parties. The people mix it. They're
Yeah.
uneducated for, like everywhere, I guess. But the connoisseurs corner, let's say, 10,000 people going to Whiskey Live. It's a strong circle. It's people that gets into blogs, into not much video, not much vlogs. There's a handful in French, and even in English, there's almost 3 or 4, and we don't know each other. It's less friendly, let's say, than the UK whiskey community or international one, I have to say.
Mm.
But yeah, the Scotch, it's the same as Prime Whiskey said. It's just they win. The Scotch wins.
Of course they do.
Oh, Braunstein! I have a sample of Braunstein to try. I
Have you
haven't
been?
touched it yet. because
Where
I
in
was
Denmark? Where in Denmark is that?
sick. I don't know.
Is that close to Germany? Hence the name.
Yeah, it's very German name.
Yeah, I'm
think
thinking
that
the south of Denmark, but like
The master
Maybe not.
distiller is someone famous, if I'm not mistaken, and he's Scottish or something like that. I don't remember.
because if it's in the north of Denmark, maybe that's even closer to us than Spirit of Vane.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Because we take the train to Denmark. I think they're like in 1 hour and 10 minutes,
Yeah.
15 minutes, or something like that. No, 1.5.
That's pretty close then.
Yeah.
We can head there, Frederick.
Yeah, we have so many things to do.
Soon, soon. Not
what's
right
your
now.
thoughts, guys, on the Stoning whiskey from Denmark? It's the only one we know here.
Never tried it.
Me neither.
Unfortunately, we don't get any of them down here.
It's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
We can't relate to each other at all, man.
No.
It's tough.
It's
The
one of
problem.
those things that I was just thinking about earlier is that when it comes to like the, I guess like whiskey producing countries, it's one of those things that as much as you wish that you could be able to like share your whiskey with everybody and have so many more people be able to try it and experience it, there is also something nice about having that exclusivity that only you can have the opportunity to get it, and then
course.
you're able to share it maybe every now and then if somebody comes to visit. But
And you're doing a damn good job now with the OC distilleries, Andrew. I have to say, it's really something you find your way, even if it's delicate with the companies, etc. They have to play the game, but I think you really have something there special, because if you were reviewing, let's say this, it would be still interesting, but what's the point of really having with no disrespect to you, an Australian guy talking about Scotch whiskey in general? Why not? But when you can have someone explaining the local production like no one else can do, because you're there and you're in contact with all of them. But you can
that's
do.
one of the
You can
things that
still
I
do
have
both.
kind of thought about already is that, like you said, I could do something like the Glenlivet, but at the same time, hundreds of people have done it already. What's the point?
That's true.
I mean, I probably will get around to doing it eventually because I do have my bottle sitting on the shelf that's waiting to be done. But like you said, there's so many people that have already done it. But say if I was to do, say, Australian whiskies, or you do French, or say Frederick and Emil do the Swedish ones, then that gives everybody else a chance to be able to experience or become aware of something that they haven't seen or they just haven't known of before.
And maybe
And
give
then
them
at the same
will
time, you start to be able to promote that local industry.
or to travel someday to try those whiskeys to your country, to my country. I don't know. Delicate right now, but it will come. Time will come for
eventually.
Let's stay positive.
Good points. Yeah, I totally agree.
Then, having said that, we still can do something fun instead of doing a video each on your own. It's someday to do an appointment here, for instance, and say, okay, guys, we're all trying this together, and what are our thoughts?
That would be awesome.
Of course. So when are we doing that?
Or something else?
Let's set the date right now. No backing out.
Hopefully
you don't have you don't have a Springbank, do you, Andrew? Locally?
No, unfortunately, no.
Because we three, I think, we love Springbank, right? So it could be a blast.
They're hard to find here, and when you do, they're quite expensive.
Because it's a small distillery, like I said in one of my videos, we're talking about 20 millions, not of this, but of Glenlivet. Well, we're talking of liters. Well, we're talking 750,000 liters for Springbank, so it's 12 times less, something like that.
Yeah. How is that Glenlivet, Greg? By the way,
I was more concentrated on the conversation here than on the tasting. I have the impression the level is here. It struggles to open up. I'm a bit disappointed for now.
Okay.
Because I know it's first fill bourbon. It's 48%. It should. I was expecting, honestly, this to taste like a Nadura. I have Naduras here. I love the Nadura range, but this doesn't. It's some kind of subdued, closed for now profile, and I don't understand. Or I suspect, and I hope I am wrong, because I have some strong intuition sometimes. I suspect they have built a recipe to fit with the concept of illicit still, with something more austere than usual, to make it a bit clandestine. I hope not, because it's not the best style of Glenlivet for now.
For me, I've found that the Glenlivet 12, it is a nice whiskey, but it also, like very, I guess to a certain degree, it's very friendly and a little bit flat. I remember
Yeah.
the first time I tried it, I really enjoyed it,
Now.
but especially now after having some very, I guess I've gotten, especially with the Australian whiskies, I've become a lot more used to cask strength and higher ABV whiskies and whiskies that have a very strong profile, going
Oh
back
yeah,
to a lot of those
and
Speyside,
younger and younger.
lower ABV
Andrew.
Speyside scotches. They kind of taste like nothing in comparison to some of the stuff that I've been. It's like drinking water almost. They don't
It's
have
mass
much flavor,
production,
unfortunately.
Andrew. It's mass production, so it's cannot match very local, very typical production of any distillery, even here.
Yeah.
I'm going to review in French very widely and a bit in English for my viewers. My highlights in whiskey I bought at the end of the year. I had a bit more money, so I said, let's now invest in some bottles, so I would be able to present you 10 whiskeys from France soon. And there's differences. There's a lot of differences, a lot of different styles. They're not all bottling at 40. Some do 42, 46, 50. Not many cask strengths around.
Okay.
And not necessarily the best, because some distillers here tend to do too much oaky or winey style of whiskey. I cannot compete with that.
No. Have you guys seen?
And
Have you seen that ball?
I haven't
The color
seen
on
that.
that. The color on that ball, that 21-year-old Springbank, is wow.
Yeah, but I heard for the first time they're mixing, if I'm not mistaken, in this release, might be for another release, port and Burgundy wine cask.
Ooh,
so that could explain the colors. And even in the 12 cask strength, which surprised me. Or was it only for the 12 cask strength? Somebody should know in the chat better than me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have access this year, so I have to struggle to do in internet to find the new expressions of dozens of things that were out. So I'm gonna do a spoiler. I'm gonna do Whiskey of the Year 2020, but it's gonna be called The Impossible Quest for the Whiskey of the Year 2020.
Okay.
So I will show some bottles, I will taste some, but I will explain at the same time that I missed around 100 to 120 new releases, which I usually cover in 3 different shows here. So considering I missed those 100 plus, how can I say Whiskey of the Year? So will be a lot of reservation in what I'm going to say.
Yeah, interesting. What will the Whiskey of the Year 2021 be?
I haven't decided. You know what? I haven't decided yet. And there's a good chance the winner is going to be one of the whiskeys you already talked about and showed the bottle, my friends. You, Frederick. And Eric.
Okay.
So I think you know what it is. Honestly, the packaging is a bit dull, is a bit cheap, comes across cheap visually. The price suggests for non-connoisseur people it is not a good whiskey because it's cheap. But once you tried it, it's the contrary. It's a beautiful whiskey. And probably the best value for an aged whiskey at the moment. And I'm afraid it's going to change soon because we all fans of in-the-house distillers and yeah, you got it. We all fear a rebranding as for Old Pulteney and for Old Pulteney and I don't Glenrothes. No, not Glenrothes.
Greg, I have actually stocked up on this, so I have 2 more bottles.
I got only one.
Yeah,
I got
and I am gonna try to get another bottle as soon as possible, so I have some.
I cannot invest more.
We have a question for Rickard in the chat. And then I have to say, my eyes are about to pop out of my head. I'm
Yeah.
Super tired.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. This is really nice, but
Yeah.
I have
no
to
problem,
dip
Emil.
soon.
Yeah, of course we're gonna end it soon, so it's okay. Amen.
But
It's okay.
I think the Ricker's question is kind of interesting.
Do we all prefer cast strength?
Yeah.
That's this one.
No.
I cannot. I'm going to be a bit rude there. The young generation, I don't know Rickard at all, but the young generation seem to prefer everything cast strength. But for some whiskies, it is so interesting to have a very quiet style of whiskey, which style you can have at 60%, and I have evidences here in my collection, but this not mandatory for me. I'm just speaking on my own. It's not mandatory to have a high ABV to have a great expressivity of the whiskey. I like to quote this example of a Strotila 25 years old, which is a Speyside distillery used normally to fill Chivas Regal blends. I have a 25 years old at 43%. But the previous release, I'm talking about 15 years ago, was bottled at 40 instead of 43. But believe me or not, when you tried, you think it's a 57% ABV. It's so strong, so chili, pepperish. The style is so distinctive. You will never say it's 40%, but it's 40%. So it depends on the distillate, depends on the warehouse, etc., etc. So, but of course, to finish my point, and I haven't tried this for a long time, so no opinion on this. But it seems you're saying this one proves 40% can be good, right?
Me? Yeah, this one is actually, I think, 4%. It's good, definitely. The Jameson Black Barrel. I mean, you get what you pay for, but still, I think it holds up really good, actually. So, no, this one's really good. It was Jim, the whiskey novice, that
he did a
recommended it, So I bought it on his recommendation, actually. I like it. I think Emil tried it as well.
Yeah, it's good. It's kind of fades away kind of quickly.
Yeah.
But what you get is nice.
Yeah.
But to finish to answer to... sorry.
No, go on, Greg.
To Vic, I would say that if we had to do a compromise between all the positions we can have everyone, I would say 43, 46 seems, all that said, a decent and not mandatory, but 46, please do 46. And if you can't, do 43%, producers.
So, And I like whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I
if
think
it's
that's
good, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. But I think a lot of the whiskeys I really like have been a bit stronger on the ABV, I think. Maybe a coincidence, but yeah.
I think for me, I've always liked the being able to experiment, say with like cast strength whiskies. It gives you that room to be able to play around with things the way you want to do it, whether you want to add water or however you like to have it. But I think for me, my favorite whiskies have always been at about, say, the 46, 48%. And I think that's probably been one of the reasons why Talisker is one of my favorite distilleries. They have a consistent ABV across their whole range, and so far I have not tried a bad one. They have all been absolutely amazing whiskies. I'll have to say that even as much as I love the Lafroig 10, I think I would still probably go the Talisker 10 over the Lafroig. And that being one of the main reasons was, I know in Australia we get the 40% version of Lafroig 10, where I think in the US they get the higher ABV. But for me, the flavor of the Lafroig 10, it changes way too much. It starts off nice and strong and peaty, but then when you get to the bottom, pretty much all that intensity leaves, and you're just left with sweet water. Whereas with the Talisker, it maintains that, the flavor of that you get from the ABV just maintains from the very beginning to the end, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, and I'll add on my side, it's just an opinion. I believe the cask selection, it's all not a selection, it's random, in my opinion, for the 10 is way less careful than for the 10 cask strength, which also includes some sherry cask. So it's not the same thing. And I prefer any time, by the way, the quarter cask to the 10.
Yep.
Except if you pour me 1980 Italian import of Lafrogue, which I tried 3 times in special shows, and I rated 96 out of 100. While the current 10 years old, I probably will rate it 76 or something like that.
But Greg, you need to give us that card you have that gives you the access and stuff first.
I don't. It was so many time ago, so
Yeah.
you can.
So-
I think when we're all able to, I think we're all going to have to go to France, and we'll all be posing as Greg's assistants,
We're gonna
and we'll
stand
be
there
lucky
with-
to get. We'll be lucky to get whatever drops are left in his glass.
Yeah.
you
Please,
know,
master, give us your crumbs.
even without going to a show, and it's true, I can introduce you to some people, but even without going there, I will treat you with what I modestly have.
And we will drink it with joy and heart.
Yeah, we look forward to that day.
So yeah,
Blessed day.
should we call it that? Then?
I think we have to call it
Yeah.
now. We passed
Yeah.
the 3-hour mark.
Emil is exhausted.
So-
I am really
So-
exhausted.
I'm recovering from
yeah.
2 weeks of sickness, so I'm happy.
Yeah. I was like saying,
And we're happy you joined us tonight.
yeah.
Thanks.
It's been a lot of fun.
It was
Very
so,
nice.
so tempting.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you for putting the invite.
Yeah.
Everyone is welcome. You know.
It was a
Yeah,
pleasure talking to you
everyone.
guys.
Yeah.
And
Take
now
care,
It
everyone.
will be a pleasure to stop.
Yeah. Very lovely show, Frederick and Emil. Very friendly and very cool, relaxed, and also open to other topics. So
Yeah.
keep on doing great.
Thank you very much. We
And
enjoy having
thank
you
you to
here.
Shadow as well for joining the show. It's
Yeah. Shout
shame.
out to Shadow and Shane.
Yeah. Take
And
care,
you-
everyone, and see you next time.
Take care, and Prime Whiskey is
Yeah.
good luck.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
It was
guys.
great.
Until
Bye.
next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.